Hey folks, Slycem here with SlycemGaming, and we are ready to hit the street running. Gonna work on my arena grind. So I've really been slacking in the arena, really need to get caught up on it. Uh, just been taking and not doing it, and that's a shame. We're also gonna go take a look at the offer that came out today, see if it's worth buying, what my opinion is on it, and we'll go from there. With that being said, though, my main focus is getting in the arena, get going, and trying to get that taken care of. Also, going to be farming some of the 4-star crystals shards that are out there. So, like I said, first things first, to the arena we shall go. What's up, Legacy? Sean Smith. We got A Willow, Gaming 24, Joshua, Bro2D2, and Buzzard 728. I mean, I click over, I click back, and bada bing, bada boom. Here they are, ready to roll. Hey, what's up, last part? And good seeing you, Ravenite. It's going all right, man. Today was the end of the month, so a very long day for me as far as that goes. I got stuck there late at work, but fortunately made it home. Was able to grab some grub, and now here we are, ready to rock. Hey, what's up, Captain Bravo? And there's my main man, the Bulldogonaut. What's up, Italian Joe? Uh-oh. I even forgot I already hit play. So, yeah, interesting day, long day. But it's over with. Tomorrow will be another long one. And then let the short day of Wednesday, day off Thursday begin. Looking forward to that. I can tell you that. Bulldog, let me know when you're available. We'll jump you in here on the call and get things rolling. And again, just kind of discuss the game, discuss what's going on, see what everybody's up to, and kind of just go from there. Again, right now, just working on building my arena streak. I've been slacking in the arena. Shame, shame, shame on me. Here I am talking about how I need to get the shards so I'll be ready for this green goblin when he comes up, and yet I'm not doing what I need to be doing, so who's there to be mad at other than myself? And you'll notice I say Green Goblin, not Green Goblin or Doc Ock. The thoughts is right now that Doc Ock is going to be tech, with Green Goblin being the science champ out of the two, so we'll see what happens. Gaming 24, maybe here later, bud. Right now I'm just kind of chilling, going to run through the arena. We'll talk about bringing some more people in throughout the night. I try to always change it up too, so. But we'll see. It's very possible. What's up, Jose Lopez? Good seeing you again, buddy. Uh-oh. Bulldog not finishing a run through 523. I guess I technically have tomorrow. Tomorrow is my last day to finish this 526. So, hey, what's up, Black Panther? Jacob Schaefer saying both science. Last I've heard, everything's still saying one tech, one science. Doc Ock is tech. Jacob, are you just hoping they're both science? Or are we still running that whole thing that you and me are thinking it's got to be science? Or is there something else there? Because I would love for them both to be science. Because at that point, I don't know which one I would take. It would be tough, but I guarantee I'd figure it out. Hey, what's up, S? Good seeing you, buddy. And again, the people continue to just kind of fall in. And again, I appreciate that. So let's get this win streak going, and hopefully I can be done with this and move on to other things. One of those being 526. I've got to get that done. Kind of on the must-do list. Jacob saying everything's still in speculation, so fair enough. I was really hoping maybe you saw somewhere that I didn't, and you were not sharing inside our group chat. Alright. And another easy victory. Hey, what's up, Hayden? Good seeing you, bud. What's up, Quell? Good seeing you. Oh, and there's Chid. I thought I told somebody to close the door before he could get in here. Chid, did you watch Anchorman again? You and your afternoon delight? That movie, always a good movie. Can never go wrong with it. You know, I think Cable's going to go up. The reason being, obviously, he went super low last time. And because of that, I think he'll go a good little bit higher. He went, 3.2? Now, I could see him going for 4.2 to 4.5 this go-around. I don't think he's worth 4.2 or 4.5, but I definitely think that's where he's going to go. Not a fan of going to that number for him. I don't know if I'll go to there or if I'm going to go to milestones and look to just simply collect as much as I can. Because again, for me, this is all about the crystal race. My goal is to have enough crystals to make sure I get a good, solid shot at Green Goblin or Doc Ock, whichever one I decide when they come to the crystals. So we shall see. Hey, what's up, High Speed Pursuit? Good seeing you. Oh, there's Jacob Sigler. Good seeing him as well. Captain Bravo says, bought that energy boost pack so I can explore Act 4. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. Act 4 is a ton of energy. A ton. I haven't even dove into the... I haven't purchased the new pack out yet. Really kind of debating on which way I want to go. It's a great deal from my understanding. I haven't looked too far into it, but from what I've seen, it looks good. All right, let's see here. It looks like High Speed is doing his arena milestones as well. So I'm not the only one. You gotta get in the pool. Get in the pool, get your milestones. Get your free easy rewards. Chid's saying the game is choppy. No, that's odd. I'm showing everything going across perfectly good. Connection speed, no drop rate. I'll keep an eye on it, man. No, Sean, apparently the stream is having a bit of a lag issue. So give me a few. I don't know if it's just YouTube, if it's my OBS, or if it's the connection. I just went and looked at my connection speed, connection tested. Everything looks good. So I'll keep an eye on it. Whoops. Let Black Spidey land a hit. That's not good. Punch through that block. There we go. Hey, what's up, my name? Good to see you, man. Alright. Looks like Bulldog is ready to rock. Let's give him a call. Alright. so weird. The game is lagging, but nothing else is.
Yeah, I was having lagging problems too. In the middle of a fight against a 15k Scarlet Witch, nonetheless. Needless to say, I died. I was a little pissed.
Well, sure.
Man, I cannot believe how much harder 5.2 is than 5.1. It's amazing. Like I did my once through, and of course it was all new and fresh, and so I was expecting it. But just going back trying to 100%, and just like one run through 5.2.3, and I ended up having to use 2 revives and basically wipe out the rest of my level 1 and level 2 heals. It's tough, man. Some of the fights aren't that bad. Like Joe Fix-It with Dr. Voodoo, easy fight. But some of them, oh good lord.
See, I can't remember 5.2. Well, no, I take that back. I'm on 5.2. I'm sorry. 5.2, I don't really remember all of them. I do remember coming up to one of them, and it was just like, holy crap.
Yeah, it's tough.
Bro2D2
But
says,
what are you going to do?
Maybe the lag issue is due to prepping for an update. Hey, what's up, Refugee? Good to see you, man.
Happy Nerf Brian Grant to you, too.
We wish everyone a good, happy Nerf Brian Grant when Refugee is in the stream.
That's right.
Oops.
Yeah, I need to get into the arena, too. I'm only at like 90,000 in the basic. That's the only one I've done. I didn't do hardly any playing while I was at work today. Our AC was out. It was horrible. I was so miserable.
I hear that's a great weight loss program.
Oh, God, it was just hideous. Yeah, it was like 83 degrees the whole day, and I am I don't know if you know this, but I have what doctors call a weight problem, and so it makes me very miserable in the heat to begin with.
Oh, I can imagine. And, shit, I did. Your fan's picking up wind, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're alright, man.
Leaning back.
And
well, I've done them all in my name. I mean, I've already gone through it. I beat the collector, so I thought 5.2.3 wasn't as bad as it is. I just was a little caught off guard. I need to get into ROL and start earning some more level 3 heals.
And yeah, my name, I'm pretty sure I said hey, but if I didn't, what's up? Good seeing you in here. Italian Joe says the Ant-Man Nightcrawler path in 5.2.3 was annoying. I think I did the...
That's the one I just did.
Yeah, I think I started with Ant-Man. I'm not real sure. But it's like where you start out and you can go right or you can go left right out the gate, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I went left and then left again.
I think Ant-Man Nightcrawler is to the right, because that's the path I just did, and then I teleported down and had to do like Spider-Gwen, Unstoppable Colossus, Punisher. That Punisher fight sucked because he gets the endurance every time, it seems like.
Ugh.
Yeah, and then like I got him down to endurance, and then I was just waiting it out, and oh surprise, he got regeneration. So he got back a little bit of health and then killed me. So then I went into it and, oh, what do you know? Endurance again. Oh, what do you know? Regen. It was like, come on. Hey, Willow says he imagined me as a weedy, skinny guy. No, sir. I am the opposite. I am what you would call a big man.
Joshua says he's hitting the rank reward for basic. Also, Ryan M says, okay, I wanted to ask you all, what do you do for monthly quest completion? Do you do just Heroic and Master, or do you do the others to get the other rewards? Heroic and Master
I do them all.
only for me. Heroic and Master.
I end up doing them all.
You would.
Yeah,
Overachiever.
well, Rocket, it was totally worth it because of the scrap, and you could get rewards with that scrap. This time I probably won't end up finishing beginner, but I always start off with Heroic, and I get that out of the way, and then I do Master, and then I'm bored, because it's only like 5 days into the month. And then so I'll end up doing normal because it's kind of worth it. You get the 3-star champ, which is worth some sig levels and some shards, and but beginner's barely worth it.
Ugh.
I don't even do beginner on my alt account.
What's up, Cam? How's it going tonight? Sean Smith asking, who was your first 4-star? I'm curious who he's asking.
Mine was Storm. Storm, then White Magneto, then White Magneto. Lucky me.
Man, I don't remember. I think my first 4-star was Red Magneto. I think.
That's better than White Magneto.
I think so. Winter Soldier was up there. I know that. And the only reason I remember that is because he was one of my first offensive type champs. I mean, he was one of the first champs I actually enjoyed playing. You know, you could actually do something with other than float around with Magneto and just feel like it takes forever to end a fight.
True, yeah.
Hated that. Ugh. Part of the reason why Part of the reason why I hate Magneto now.
Yeah, I just despise Magneto as a champion. I mean, if he didn't have the critical synergies that he did, you would never see him anywhere. No. My name got the Vision. On my alt account, my first 4-star was the Vision as well, and he was also my first duped. I got kind of lucky on that account, getting Vision, Star-Lord, and Ultron all duped very quickly.
How about this? Mike says his was Vision as well.
Crazy. Hey, I got the Vision, and it's crazy.
Oh, boy.
And now he's duped. Oh, what?
Nothing.
Sorry.
Oh, no. Don't mind me. My ears were just bleeding out.
Nerdliest crew in the house. What's up, big man? Sign off.
Let's see what else do we get.
Last Spartan got Thor, Red Magneto. See, that's weird. Just like me. It's like I got one, I got a second one, and then I duped him. That would have been better the other way if you got Magneto, Thor. That would have been way better. Jacob's first was Black Bolt from a PHC.
Well, Chit had his first was a 4-star Hawkeye.
Caleb's still sitting on his generic Awakening Gem from the 12.0 debacle. That, my friend, is that is patience. That really is. I hung on to mine for a while, but I ended up using, I had 2 of them, and I used them on Magic and Dr. Voodoo. No regrets. Oh, I got another Ultimate Wall Crawler crystal today. I haven't opened it yet, though.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird because it's my 4th one now, and I also pulled a 4-star Electro from 2 regular Spider-Verse crystals. I haven't gotten a 4-star from a PHC in over 400 pulls, but I did get another one from the Spider-Verse crystals, so...
Huh.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Alright, what were they saying here? Let's see.
Nice one, High Speed. He got Wolvie for his first. Caleb says, I still have a generic 4-star Awakening Gem from that big nerf, and I'm holding it. Yeah, we got it. For Star-Lord. Yeah, that's a good one to hold on to it for. Captain Bravo getting a stick up the butt. She-Hulk or IP was his first 4-star.
Ooh.
Ouch, bro. Ouch.
That sucks. I hate that for you. What's up, Ozzy? Good seeing you, man. There was some other stuff up here that I was...
Yeah, 4-star Wolverine's a good use of a generic, definitely.
Refugee says, this game is driving me insane. I don't know if it's my device or the game, but lag and unresponsive input is making me crazy. You know, I've had that issue here lately as well to a degree. I'm not really sure why.
Well, you know, Rich put out a video today that there is a noted and acknowledged problem with dashing and evading. So basically the movements forward and back. And Kabam is working on it. But I have noticed that too. I've had a number of instances where I'm just blocking and then all of a sudden shooting forward to a fist in the face.
Well, I hear that's good for your champion. It really gets the blood flowing, really gets their heart pumping, and, you know, after that...
that's how I start my day. Punch in the mouth. That's the way to do it.
Ozzy says, did they close the line chat? No, I think the line chat's still up and running, man.
Yeah. My wife has almost woken up with a fist in the mouth a few times, I'll tell you that much. I am a nervous sleeper. I was homeless for a period of time, and, you know, I've lived in some very violent lifestyles, let's just say. So I sleep very sensitively. Like, I'm aware if anyone's even near me. So I actually sleep in a separate room now and she knows to wake me up, she comes in and just turns on the light and calls out my name. Because she's made that mistake before of like coming over and shaking me awake, and I come up swinging. You know what I mean? Like, I can't help it. I'm not. And I've told her, I says, I can't be held legally responsible for anything that happens in the first 20 seconds after you wake me up. Period. Nothing that comes out of my mouth is my responsibility, and nothing that I do with my body is my responsibility, because I am not awake.
Real quick, I wanted to say what's up to Q Thunder and Glock Princess making it in here tonight. All right.
Thunder, ain't seen you in a while.
It's been a long while.
Q Thunder and I were chatting online for a little while there, and then just disappeared. Yeah, I'm in my garage, so there might be a slight echo. Plus, I keep leaning back towards the fan because it's hot as butt in here. My name says something similar happened to me. I didn't get a 4-star from PHC for 470 crystals. Ooh. Then I opened some Max Sig crystals, and boom, 4-star Immortal Iron Fist. Well, that's better than pulling a 4-star Moon Knight from a PHC, So, nice. Yeah, I've got the 3-star and the 4-star. All I'm missing is the 5-star. I only have 16 Max Sig 4-stars, but I was saying the other day, I did the math, and, I pulled 7 Max Sigs in a row, and that's out of 92. I have 16 out of 92 is like a 17% chance every time I open it that I would get one of the ones that I have as a Max Sig. And then to do that 7 times in a row... I wanted to say another word, nerdliest, but I changed it to butt. Normally, I refer to another body part.
How about this? Hayden says, I got a 4-star Spider-Gwen the night I started playing. She really helped me get through the early game very easily.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, for early gameplay, dude, that's a great pull because of her armor break. She doesn't need to be duped to do good. Like, I would have loved to have pulled her like in the first week. Man, she could kick some serious butt early on.
Yep, she's definitely handy. Hey, what's up, Allison? Good seeing you again.
Joshua Swenson got Cyclops Blue Team and Venom 4-star from PHC. Nice. Both decent. One of those is a really good champ, and one of those is a decent champ. I'll let you decide which is which. What's up, Allison? Boy, we got the whole girl vibe going on tonight. Glock Princess, Allison Cam, all in here.
Yeah, we got everybody.
Normally, it's a regular old sausage fest, but not tonight. Tonight, we're having a mixer.
Speaking of a couple of things here, I do want to bring this up. I want to give a shout-out to Anthony from SlycemGaming. I don't know if he's watching tonight. Hopefully, if not, if he's out, I hope he's getting his rest. He actually ended up going to the hospital the other night due to his medical conditions. I think he had a ruptured spleen.
Spleen blew up.
Yeah, so they got him through surgery. All seems to be well. But if you guys want, do us a favor. If you get a shot on the Line app, let him know you're thinking about him. Shoot him a message. He does a lot of great work for me here and a lot of great work for the rest of the guys. Super big part of our team. So do us a favor. Make sure you shoot him a message. Let him know you're thinking about him. Again, Tony, we hope you get well soon, bud. So, yeah.
Okay, we had a couple people pop in, but your mouth just kept on running. So, what's up, Jesse Rivera and 2 James in the house? Welcome.
Welcome.
2 James, another streamer that we love having in here. Azriel says, hey, so I was wondering in Arena to get the hero rank reward for rank 2, 800. How many points does someone need roughly? I never know what I should aim for. Are you when you say rank 2 800? I'm assuming you're talking about the featured champ.
Yep.
The top 800 people get him, and there is no number. If you're in the beginner bracket, that's different. If you've been in the game longer than 30 days, though, it varies from as low as like 5.8 for a champ like Miles Morales to 17 million for Stark Tech Spidey. So, yeah, it's a lot.
It can be crazy. Be prepared to go anywhere from, like Bullock said, 5.5 to 20 million.
Oh, I know. It's okay, Chid. Welcome to James. That's how you have to say it. Just like when Keith Winnett's in here, you got to say, Keith Winnett.
Interesting.
That's Dorky Dave came up with that. So
I got you. Blaze says,
Brought to you by
I
iMac.
didn't get a greeting like that. Now, see, now you've
you're
got
not to James.
Now I've got Blaze. Blaze is upset. I hear he's starting a petition right now.
Well, do this. Start up a channel, be entertaining, and hang out with other streamers, and someone will give you a nickname eventually.
Or just come
What's
hang
up,
out
Carlos
here.
Mendez?
And
Or
Blaze,
come hang out here.
yeah.
I'll give you a nickname eventually.
Well, here, look. Blaze has a nickname. His real name is Blase, but that's kind of
Right.
blah.
But Blaze is his nickname.
Yeah, so now he goes by Blaze because Blaze
You're
is
right. That name is kind of blasé.
Yeah, so now it's Blaze, which is fire. So it should be a
What don't I know, Chid? Asriel says it's kind of for any of those arena heroes. I never know where I should aim or how high. Always go as high as you can. That's basically what it comes down to, because you're not going to overshoot it most of the time unless you have a roster like me or Frojo. So speaking of which, there's Frojo. He walked in right and said his name.
There's the Frojo.
Yeah, you're not going to overdo it. I'll promise you. I mean, if you're asking me that question, you are not in a position where you're going to be overshooting it. So you just got to put up as much as you can and hope.
By the way, morning, Shrub. Good seeing you, bud. Welcome to the channel.
Yeah, Shrub. You mean Shubham Sharma?
No, it's Shrub.
Shrub. Okay.
Yeah, it's Shrub. There's an R in there. You just don't see it. It's very silent.
Very silent. Oh, okay. The invisible R.
Correct.
My bad. Right. Chid says he goes by Blaze because SlycM can't English.
That could be true.
Yeah. Blaze Blaze's, I'm going back to my corner and listen. No, you don't have to do that. You could be out here front and center, bro. You're part of the crew. 2 James says, what up, Frojo? So, what up, Frojo? Shubham says, completed ROL yesterday. It wasn't tough, but frustrating because it takes time. Very true statement. Like, if you've got the skill set, you've been practicing, you got through Winter Soldier, it's not that hard. It's just long.
Very.
The only thing that's hard is dealing with Scarlet Witch's poison and Wolverine's regeneration. The rest of it is just time consuming. Joshua Swinson asks, Ultimate Wallcrawler, who's your top champ? I think I just added you. Asriel says, no, but for example, like I got 1,000,000 something and I was wondering if this is good and then I only broke the 100. Yeah, 1,000,000's not going to be... The milestones in the featured arena go as high as 4 million. So you're not even going to really be in the running until you're after 4 million. Hayden Collins says, it's nice to see that they're giving away 5,000... Ah, dang it. Stupid computer.
Oh, don't worry. I got it.
All right, go ahead.
First, I had a cough. I was about to die. Hayden says it's nice to see they're giving away 5,000 5-star shards. He's going to be 500 away after the calendar is up for his first 5-star. So, nice. Congratulations.
Yeah, I just wish it was going to all be paying off by the 13th. That would, but I will get 500 before that, so...
Yeah, you'll get a good chunk. Captain Bravo, yes and no. So I normally try to get on a little earlier than this. However, this week has been hectic. So I work in the car business. Certain nights are great for me. Other nights, not so much. Tonight, it's like the night that is just totally crappy all the way. Because it goes from end of the month, my day to close, and I had a customer late. So it was like one of those things where it was like one thing after another. And so it just kind of got stuck where I was super late. And yeah, how about that? Nebula is the new login champ. What do you think of that, Bulldog? I think Bulldog died on me, or I muted his mic. And I think what Azrael is saying there is, why do people select the third fight, the last fight on the list of 3? There's a lot of debate on that. I just always thought, hey, why not? I enjoyed the challenge. And, in theory, I would think it would be more points, but I'm not real sure. Shrub says, at Slycem, Scarlet Witch was tough and Wolverine was easy. Yeah, well, guess what? My Wolverine was tough and my Scarlet Witch was no problem. Yeah, is Nebula worth...
I'm dealing with a text message right now, so I'm chatting with Chid offline here real quick.
Fine. Is Nebula worth upgrading? It depends. I mean, she's interesting. There's no doubt about that. Some people really like her. Some people don't. I don't know that I would upgrade her too high. I think she's kind of got a max amount of ability she brings to the table. Because of the way her abilities are stacked up, she's really more of a gimmick type player. But
hey,
she's
Sly, real quick.
Yeah.
Is Chid it's Stizzy online?
Yes.
Okay. Before I send this message, I want to make sure I'm talking to the right person.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Blaze says he wants a Nebula. Well, we're going to be getting him. Bro2D2 says that should mean Yondu is next month. We believe it would be Yondu based on the pattern they're taking. So, hey, what's up, Carlos Garcia? Good seeing you here in the chat, bud.
No, it's not. Don't lie to the poor guy. Nah, I'm just kidding. We love you.
Let's see.
Nebula, yeah, I have her too, and she's okay. Nebula is a champ, I will say, like Spider-Gwen. If you're just starting out and you don't have a whole lot of options, can be very effective. Very effective. But as your roster gets bigger and your skill gets better, yeah, you're just not going to be using her. Yes, I would much rather have gotten a Yondu. I mean, I appreciate the 4-star. I got the Nebula out of one feature crystal, and it was the first time I ever got a 4-star out of a feature. So I'm not going to crap on it. Thank you, Kabam. I appreciate it. But I certainly much would have preferred to get a Yondu who I would actually be using.
Sure.
Azriel says, I thought it might be something to do with points, or I thought maybe there was also a thing about the buffs the opponents would get, but I was never sure. It's basically, it's just the points. It's the top 800 scorers get that feature champ. You're better off focusing on the basic arena. The basic arena, the top 10% get the champion.
Well, and Bulldog, he's actually asking about, whenever you hear, I'll show you what he's asking about why people go for the third fight when it lists the 3 fights, top, middle, and bottom. Why do people go to the bottom? It comes down to points. There's also a theory that, typically speaking, the person that is on the bottom probably are also running suicides, more than likely, which is why their point total is higher. And so as you go through
you mean the third of the 3 listed?
Yes, that's what he's asking about. So there is a theory that they would be running suicides, which means it would be easier for you to get past them in some manner.
I make my decision solely on matchup. If one of the 3 I have a class advantage, then that's the one I go for, regardless of position or points, because then I know at least I'm guaranteed to have one advantage. Yes, Joshua, Yondu is cool. It's not just a seam thing. He actually is amazing.
And Bravo says, looks like they're going to skip over Angela and King Groot. It just means that they may come back. I was going to say, may just come around at a different time, I think.
Yeah, because they didn't do them. It wasn't in order. They did Iceman before they did Archangel, yet Archangel released before Iceman. And Archangel entered the PHC before Iceman. Yet we got Iceman 2 months ago and got Archangel last month. So it's not, there's no rhyme or reason to it. It's whatever they feel like. I'm actually kind of happy on this one because I actually don't have Nebula in a 3-star. So that'll be good. I can add that to my collection. Shubham's asking whether or not you should do Ultron or Star-Lord, which is better to 550. That is a matter of what your needs are. Ultron is a better overall champ when it comes to utility. You can use him on your AQ team. You can use him on your AW team. You can use him questing really well. You can put him on your AW defense, and he'll do pretty decent. Star-Lord is offense only, and his whole gimmick is that he puts out a ton of offense if he's duped. Ultron doesn't need to be duped to be good. So, I would say unless you have not done ROL and Star-Lord is the way you want to go and you're really good with him already at 440 and just taking him to 550 is going to make those fights go faster, 9 times out of 10 I'm going to say do Ultron, especially if he's duped. That's my feeling.
Just kind of depends on what you're looking for.
Yep. Right. Any one of you guys going for X23 tomorrow in the 5-star? I'm going to give it a shot. Why would X23 be in the 5-star? Oh, you mean in the basic? Yeah, she enters the basic crystal. I don't know. Right now I got screwed on 2 Iceman crystals hard, really badly. And I'm saving up right now. My plan was to go for 1 more Iceman, but X23 would be worth taking to rank 4 and using in LOL, I think. I mean, Iceman has obviously the immunity. He's definitely better. It'll really come down to if I can't get to that 15,000 and I don't feel like getting rid of as many champs as I may need to do it, I might go for her. Because then I also have a chance of course, I got 2 basics out of my features, which pisses me off because I've still never seen anybody get a sub-featured champ. But hey, what do I know?
Not true.
Who? You did. Yeah, you got Agent Venom.
Yep.
That's right. Forgot about that.
Booyah.
Only one I've seen. So far, I've opened 4 features, 60,000 shards to get 4 basics, and 3 of them suck butt. Carlos says, have you guys been farming 4-star shards? No, it's pathetic. You guys told me it was going to be like 50 to 70. I did it and got 15. So I don't know where that number came from, but it certainly has not been the case for me. Adam, you get 5-star shards by finishing high in the arena. You get it by selling 4-star champs. You get it by duplicating 4-star champs. And you can get it from doing the Stark Tech assignments, the master level. You get 50 if you 100% it, which is really cool because, if your timing works out, you can get, 100 to 150 5-star shards every day now, which has been nice. So, yeah, where did you guys come up with that number for? Because what I did was I teleported to the top tier where the 4-star chest was, got it, beat Electro, and ended up with 15 shards.
Really?
Basically how I just said, Aiden. That's how you get 5-star shards. Get 4 stars, dupe them, do the arena, finish high in the arena, Stark assignments, and you can also get it by completing content like the Master Quest every month and Act 4 and Act 5, etc. Italian Joe, I got Stark's Body from the Vulture Crystal. Super lucky, only feature 4-star ever. That's nice. I opened one of those and got Angela. So, again, I got a 4-star. I can't complain, other than it's not a great one.
Angela's not bad, though.
She's not bad, but she's a cosmic. I already need all my resources to take Drax to, rank 4 for my LOL run. So, to me, she is of little use. Just like the other 2 cosmics I got out of my stupid feature crystals.
Which hurt, considering one of them is an amazing champ. You just couldn't really
it was just too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was too late to be of any use to me. I'd already used my gem.
Because had you not, that would have been the way to go.
It would have been the better choice than Drax. Yeah. I mean, I like the idea of Drax with the bleed, so for the vast majority of champs, I'll get that little advantage. But the damage I think she can deal with power saved up is definitely better.
And Jacob's saying you have to do the full run of round 3, not one path.
Oh, so each one is probably like 10 to 15 shards. So if you do the whole run, you'll end up with, okay, I gotcha. I thought that just the 4-star, one. That just doesn't really seem worth it to me for the amount of energy you have to use. But that's just me. What do I know?
See, like it's 14 energy. Was it 14 or 15 energy is what I counted up to do just the
More
last.
than that. Oh, yeah, just to do the last one, exactly.
And you're getting...
Yeah, it's basically a whole... So you're talking like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the teleport, 7, 14, 21... You're talking like 49, I think, to do the whole number 3 all the way through. So that's basically an energy refill for 50 to 70 shards. Which I might do it actually now because I'm only like 110 away from my next one. Although not that it really matters since I just keep getting crap, but whatever. Ultimate Wall Crawler, I opened a Spidey feature crystal and got more SIG levels on my 4-star Symbiote Spidey. Wrong Spidey, LOL. Yeah. Spidey's a Spidey, though, and a 4-star is a 4-star, especially if you got it out of one feature. And yeah, Troller, I didn't know about that beast that Legacy pulled. I hadn't seen that.
And by the way, yeah, what's up, Troller? Good seeing you and welcome, man.
Yeah, Carlos says if you run Chapter 3, the last 2 paths, you'll get some 30 to 45 4-star shards per 18 energy. Okay, so that might be worth doing. So number 3, bring my Black Widow just in case. Not that it's that hard, but figure why make it harder on myself. Who was useless on this? Oh yeah, Vision. Actually, no, Vision's not that bad because you can power control these guys, but I'll use Magic. It's nice. I'm glad I listened to you guys about taking my 5-star Magic to rank 3 because my other one's in War every time we do War, and now I get the benefit of it. I don't really need the Limbo, so
right.
It's nice. Okay, so you got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 paths at, let's see if I was right on my count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 48 plus 1 is 49 plus 1 is 50. So yeah, if you did the whole thing, it'd be 50 energy. And there's 2 2-stars, 2 3-stars, 2 4-stars. So I think he was saying if you do the 2 4-star lines, maybe.
Right. That's what I did. I start at C. I think is what it is. I go C, and then it goes to the next one, and then I finish. So I run those 2 4-star.
First couple are pretty easy. So maybe I'll just do the whole thing. Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying I just do the last 2. I think I start on C is what it is. And
I'll try that one first.
Which is just the 4-star crystal. Or not crystal, but chest. The 4-star chest. And then I go to the other side, and then I go up.
Okay, so C, so C goes to the first 4-star chest.
Yep.
And then you can go over to A, which is the other 4-star chest.
And then you finish.
And then do Electro, and then finish. All right, I'll try that. Although I gotta go check. My wife made dinner, so my dad's eating right now. I don't know if we're gonna give the bath tonight since we didn't last night.
Uh-oh. Bulldogs are getting a bath.
They need it. God, they stink. The heat plus Bulldog? Oh, yeah. Did you guys see the Real Deal impersonate Brian Grant? No, but I would love to see that. That would be funny. I love screwing with Brian Grant. Can I just say it? He is so much fun. He's a funny guy, and he could take a joke. Last night he was in Maine, and he was talking about somebody's like, tell us a story, Uncle Brian. Tell us a fairy tale. And so he was like messing around, and so I sent him a fairy tale, and I said, once upon a time, there was a YouTuber locked in a tall tower. One day, a fair maiden came along and said, dear YouTuber, let down your hair so that I can climb in. And the YouTuber starved to death in his giant tower. And it got some chuckles from Brian.
Let's see.
Because, he has hair.
Triller says recently pulled Arc out of a 4-star crystal.
Oh, man, I hate you.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, his game is really weird. That we were talking about that not too long ago, that it really takes, it's not like anything else. It takes some getting used to. And I was it's kind of like Voodoo and Ghost Rider. They really, a lot of these champs you can just plug and play. They're super similar. You just, you play the same style. But some champs require that you really actually practice with them. Archangel is one of those. Ghost Rider and Voodoo especially, because ever since we started the rating system, and I've been really practicing playing Ghost Rider the right way, my game has improved dramatically. Best way to get regular revives, Last Spartan. The monthly quest is where I get a lot of mine. Basically what I do is I just go into a level and I look, and if there's a revive there, I go get it. If it's close to the front, I just go far enough to pick it up, and then I just quit. Because once you pick it up, it's yours. Ultimate Wall Crawler was there. He saw it. Awesome. that's the best way to get revives, in my opinion, is the monthly quest and Act 3 and Act 4. So basically, like when you're in the mood for it, you're looking for revives. Just go start with like Act 3 1, enter the level, scan the whole thing, and if you see a revive, go after it. And if you don't, go on to 3-2, then 3-3, then 3-4, then check all of 4, then check all of the monthly quests. Start with, only on heroic and master, because you're not going to find them on normal or beginner. So you just start going into each one. I have at any given time 40 to 50 revives in my stash, plus the 15 I can hold. And that's because every time I do runs, if there's a
shit.
path that has a revive, I go do that path.
Oops, I dropped my iPad.
Oh, good job, knucklehead.
Yeah, that wasn't very smart of me, but I think all is safe. Yep.
Aiden, we're talking about the Web Slinger Challenge, the special event that's going on right now. You can farm 4-star shards out of Act 3.
Correcto.
Okay, I am going to go check on the footage situation, and I shall be right back.
All right. Is the chat logged up for everybody else? Has somebody else said anything? Because the last message I see is from Ultimate Wallcrawler. Or maybe, oh, no, never mind. Bro2D2, someone in Alliance just got a Venom Pool from a 5-star Iceman Crystal. Ooh. Yeah, Bulldog did the same thing. I don't know if you were here that night or not, but Bulldog totally pulled a 5-star Venom Pool from his 5-star Iceman. And then pulled Captain Marvel. He was not a very happy camper, to say the least. Was not a good night. Had to talk him off the edge. It was bad. All right. Let's see. So I'm not great with Dormammu yet. I'm still pretty good, but not great. So I always try to save him a little bit. I'm like, I don't know if I trust him just yet. Oh, Bro2D2 was here, yeah. Okay, it was bad. Carlos says, "Dang, R.I.P." Yeah, it was rough. And Bro2D2's guys got to be feeling the same way. Camaro says, "What about Act 3? I barely came here." Not really sure what you mean by that, but yeah, Act 3 is... I guess that makes sense. I'm sure there's some probably revives there. Alright. We'll swap these around. Curtis Gibson says, "I pulled a Spider-Gwen from a 5-star Stark Spidey." Ow, that hurts. I mean, I like Spider-Gwen, but that is not the spider person you were looking for when you cracked that crystal. I guarantee that. Oh, yeah. There we go. Scarlet Witch down. Gilbert Rodriguez, "I'm currently at 1.2 mil taking a break while energy recharges." Yeah, I literally just started. As you can tell, I'm at not even 150,000 yet. Camaro, Bulldog did say something about 4-star shards. Talking about the Webslinger event, Chapter 3, or Act 3, or whatever you'd like to call it. Inside there, you can farm those 4-star arena or 4-star crystals shards. Just go through, collect the chest, and you're good to go. Adam Marco says, "Bro, you always fight Scarlet Witch with Scarlet Witch. LOL." Yeah, Scarlet Witch for Scarlet Witch is definitely crazy town. Stuff goes flying everywhere. Now let's hope I can just take care of this abomination fairly quick. Ooh. Come on. I hate taking the time to bait out the specials. Oh, looks like I'm not going to. Instead, we're going to go for it and see if we can just end it. Camaro, yes, you still will. Camaro says, I've already done 100%. Will I still get those shards? Yeah, so all you do is you just do that part of the quest line. You still get the shards from the box. Yes, the treasure boxes along the way that contain the crystal shards. Gilbert says, I'll bet you pass me by the morning, though. That's a very debatable topic. If you ask a lot of these guys, I am absolutely horrible at grinding the arena. Horrible.
Yeah, you sure are.
Hate it. And yes, Edamarco Scarlet Witch is all about the L2. I don't really... I'm halfway paying attention, halfway zoned out. So yeah. Welcome back, Bulldog.
Hey, Slycem. Joshua Swenson asks, what do you think of Gambit, Slycem?
You know, not a bad champ. The stun lock, you can get the little stun loop there going with him. He's got some ability reduction. He's not a bad champ. I think he's an overlooked champ. But I sure wouldn't use him a whole lot myself, just because I know I'm not good with him. So.
Yeah, for me, it's just a matter of I have so many other options. And then that's it. There's a lot of champs that are good champs, decent champs. Venompool, for example, that just aren't going to crack my lineup because I have so many to choose from and so many that are better. But, if you're a newer player, you're a rating 50,000, 60,000 something. Gambit's a beast is another one I'm really high on. I've been using him. I took him to 440 on my alt account, and I'm digging Beast, especially if you can switch to acrobatic mode. You got the power control, and then Gambit's got basically kind of a weaker version of the ice armor with his get out of jail free card with his vest. He's got a really good stun on his SP1, and if you do it right, you can get that little stun loop going. So, yeah, he's a decent champ.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's that bad, so. A Will's saying, I'm wasting AQ energy. Uh-oh, am I maxed out on my AQ energy? I better go get in there. Last I checked, I was waiting on somebody to move. Maybe they've moved.
Yeah, we're having that same problem. We got a new player in, and he's overseas, and our two other overseas guys, for some reason, usually they get in the beginning, but on day 4 and 5, because, we start a little bit later every day, because it finishes and we don't immediately launch it. So day 4 and 5, apparently, we have problems getting them in. So we're probably going to be a little behind tonight, but some of us are just going to stay up late and make sure it gets done.
Boom, there you go. Adam Marcos.
Yeah, Camaro, exactly.
Adam Marcos says, Mystic Dispersion snuck up on me. I didn't even notice. Honestly, I wasn't really paying much attention to the fight. So, again.
Speaking of which, have you unlocked MD3 at least yet?
No. That's going to be this week with Loyalty.
Okay, yeah, it's a good choice. And that'll be Friday, I believe.
I think so.
Yeah.
So not too far away. What's up, Jason? Good seeing you, bud. Uh-oh. Not paying attention.
What?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Hyperion.
Aw, silly goose. What's up, Jason? Yeah, Camaro makes a good point. Doesn't matter what champ you get, it really matters how you use it. And that's true to a point. There are certain champs that are just straight up heads and shoulders above everybody else. And if you have those champs, really what it comes down to is having those quote-unquote god-tier champs gives you a lot more wiggle room than, say, a Gambit or a Beast,
Absolutely.
Because you can afford to not be as good when you have a Dr. Voodoo. But that's one of the reasons why it's good to not get those champs early on. Get good with the mediocre champs, and then when you get the good champs, you'll really appreciate it and do well with it.
And Jason or Jordan says, do you think X23 will have a high cutoff? Yeah, I think she's going
Yes.
to. She's going to bring a hefty price. I think you're right there, Bulldog. There's some part of it that says not getting those good champs early gives you a chance to play around with champions and become a better player, where you're not reliant on one skill set or something like that. So
Well, it's just like the early days, with Scarlet Witch. Like I said, we got one guy in our alliance that, completed ROL when he was like 35,000 rating because he had a 550 Scarlet Witch and he just basically walked through it,
sure.
and that frankly didn't do him any favors. Because he had to unlearn a lot of bad habits from just relying on Scarlet Witch. So that's why it's good. It's kind of like the whole thing with getting good at fighting stun immunity. Turn off parry. It'll force you to get good. Get good.
Yep.
Oh, Jason, you lucky. He 100%ed 5-2 today. Before you got here, I was doing 5-2-3, and it surprised me. I forgot just how difficult even, level 3 was. They made that content super challenging. Super.
And there you go, Joshua. Joshua said, is willpower a good mastery to have? Well, the link that I just posted was our mastery breakdown. So jump in there and take a look and decide for yourself. You get to hear what we have to say about it and why we say what we do. So.
Yeah. I still use it. I still have it at 3. Kind of just force of habit. I can't bring myself to disable it, even though it really doesn't do that much for me. But that's another one that kind of depends on what champs you have and what your skill level is and what content you're doing, whether or not you're doing suicides, etc. So it serves its purpose when it's needed. And only you can decide if you need it.
Well, let's see here.
Yeah, I was totally calling him out, Adam. Good pickup.
So rude.
He did that little weasel laugh. Oh, yeah, how does that go again? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Jerks. All right, AQing up. What day of AQ are we on?
4.
Ugh, probably shouldn't do this on the iPad, but we'll see.
I wouldn't. But that's just me.
A little too late now.
Yep, kind of committed.
Kind of in the middle of it.
Captain Bravo says, don't want to rely on parry. I play with just my right hand. You play one-handed? Crazy. Doge Gaming says, did you guys see one of the old trailers for this game? It has really different character looks and everything. Yeah, we've talked about that before because Frojo, good call, Curtis. Yes, that was Billy Madison. Frojo's been playing since the beginning, and he was telling us about like when Doctor Strange didn't hover and when Iron Fist wore gloves. It's crazy. I like seeing that stuff.
It's always interesting to see where the game has come from and where it's at, and then to imagine where it's going.
Yeah. Oh, let's talk about the important stuff. Who watched Rick and Morty last night? I did. And frankly, I was underwhelmed. And I don't think that's too much to fault of Rick and Morty. I think it's primarily because I've spent the last year and a half anticipating it, and I don't think there's any way it could have possibly lived up to the hype I had built inside my brain.
Surely not.
Yeah, I definitely... It's the same way anytime a new Weird Al album comes out. Every time Weird Al drops a new album, I get it on the day it releases, and I'm super excited, and then I listen to it, and I'm like, it was okay. Like, there wasn't anything that just blew me away. And then, over the next couple of weeks, I'll listen to it, and I'll be like, oh, this is actually really good. I don't know why. And then I love it after a couple of months. So I think that has something to do with it. Part of it, though, is I am a little concerned about the rest of this season, reading what I've been reading about what's been going on behind the scenes in that studio. I'm a little concerned that they are not focusing on their core business the way they should and are a little too worried about, say, the makeup of the writer room. So we'll see. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and watch it all and kind of reserve judgment. But if I see a steep drop off in the poop and fart jokes, I'm going to be a little disappointed. What's up, John C? Hello. I remember when I joined the game, Ultron had his special quests. I don't remember Ultron's having special quests. It must have been before my time. Yeah, James, it was about that much last month. Wasn't it 5,000 shards last month, too? It was like 500. I think it was 500, 750, 1,000, and 1,500. So they've actually upped it this month. But that's kind of how I got. I earned 30,000 shards in what, about 40 days? About that? It's just over a month. So that helped. Yeah, my brother got that same loot crate. Doge is talking about he got a loot crate with Rick and Morty stuff in it and had a Rick figure flicking the bird at us, and I opened it in front of my mom. It was awkward. Yeah, my brother sent me a picture of that. It's weird because he's not a huge fan. He should be. I mean, it should be right in his wheelhouse because he's got the same sense of humor I do, and he's super intelligent like I am, and he should just love it. But for some reason, he just never has given it the time to really get into it. Yeah, there's always drama around Dan Harmon. I as much as I love Rick and Morty, I am not really a fan of Dan Harmon. Frojo's saying, yeah, you used to run into Ultron teams in the arena. Oh, that sounds exciting.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Sly, you don't have to lie just to be like the cool kids. Come on.
It's been a long time, but yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm the same way. Like, I kind of think I remember that, but not enough to commit to it. Like, yes, I totally remember that. Yeah, I agree with that, Curtis. They have definitely done a good job making the game more accessible for newer players.
Absolutely. I didn't have 4-star shards. It was either you got a crystal or nothing. Best of luck.
Yeah. Bro2D2, it's not really a humble brag when I just come out and say how awesome I am. It's really just bragging. Humble brag is when you're like trying to be subtle about it. No subtlety here, bro.
Yeah.
I'm awesome. Boy, I do like that new Stark Spidey. Sure wish I had a duped 5-star.
Oh, let me tell you. Me too. Wait a minute.
Oh, you do?
This might be possible.
Or you wish I had one. Because you're such a good friend.
Yes, that's what I meant. Is actually I was hoping you had one. I didn't know you didn't get one.
No, weirdly enough, I never got one. I don't know how that happened. Might be because I didn't buy any crystals, but I don't know if that's related or not.
That seems overrated. Probably not.
Yeah, it seems unlikely.
Yeah, no, I don't think that has anything to do with it.
As awesome as I am, you think he would just show up in my inventory?
I would think so. Oh, you gotta love when you go down a path you're not used to going down, and you run into a champion you weren't really prepared to fight.
Oh, I hate that. That's why I firmly believe in assigned paths, so that you can be prepared. When I first, I joined an alliance briefly for like 2 weeks before we split off and joined with Team Awesome, and they kept insisting that I take a different line, and that I was not, I ended up on the science line with Electro and Spider-Man, and it's like, had I known before I entered, I could have brought my 550 Sig 99 Black Widow, but nobody told me, so it was very annoying. So then I started bringing that champ, and then they stopped sending me on that line, so I promptly left that alliance. It was a little too chaotic. And it might have just been our battle group, but I didn't like it.
Oh, that sucks. So hit block.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So hit block, and it did not go. Ugh. That was dumb.
Yeah, I got stupid cosmics, I think is a better way to describe it. FWH. I'm still bitter, a little salty. So John's saying they used to have an alliance mission only for crystal opening, another for leveling, and another for ranking up champions. That seems very unnecessarily confusing. Really, Doge? Your mom made you cut off the finger? That's disappointing.
That's hilarious. It's like you're like, oh
Yeah, I grew up with a psychotic mother too, so I understand. My mother was a religious zealot. Like hardcore. Like Weird Al was an agent of the devil hardcore. So I did both those lines, and I ended up with 38 shards. Wee. That was totally not worth it. But it does put me 38 closer.
How many shards?
38.
Okay, so you spent, what, 15 energy maybe?
16, yeah.
16 energy, and you got 38 shards. That's like 2 shards per energy almost. Actually,
yeah,
it's
not terrible, I guess.
I mean, when you stop and think about it.
So 1919, that puts me at 1919, so I need 81 shards. So really, I just need to pull a 3-star that I have max sig and hope they don't screw me out of the crystal. Adam says, that's why they just put it all in Summoner event, Bulldog.
Talking about the 3 different...
The crystals in the opening, yeah.
And we're going to see if we can get Voodoo to heal up a little bit here.
Oh, bummer, you lost all 3?
Yep, I was afraid that was going to happen too. I got... Wolverine was the one that really kind of ticked me off, but... Oh, well.
Ouch. Which battle group are you in? 1?
2.
So you're with Taco and Techman and those guys.
Yeah. Not a bad group.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I'm leaving you there too because Matt and Krieger have been alternating the bosses and they are more than handling our business. So you should stay there, and then if you can get your MD level up on Friday, I think they should run your No Dormammu as boss for sure.
It'll be interesting.
Like, for sure, man. Oh, hey, I've got that Ultimate Spider-Verse crystal. It's guarantee a 3, at least. I should open it.
Crack it up. Let's see what you get, man.
Yeah, let's see what I get. And then, because if I get I think everyone in there, except for Carnage, is Max Sig. I know Miles is, Spider-Gwen is, Agent Venom is, etc. So as long as if I get a 4-star, awesome, or if I get a 3-star that isn't... Yep, Spider-Gwen, 3-star. What a shock. But that's cool because she's, like normally that would be a reason to get upset. But she is Max Sig, so as long as they don't screw me out of this one. Nope, I got it. So now I have a 4-star. Yay!
There you
Happy
go.
day.
What do I got?
2029 is what I got.
Techman is available. What'd you get?
I got 3-star Spider-Gwen, and then she had a Max Sig crystal, so I got 110 shards, and that's why it's important to get your 3 stars and Max Sig them as soon as you can, because every time I open a 3-star, there's 9 out of 10 times I'm going to get 110 4-star shards instead of 55, which means I'm earning 4 stars at twice the rate of most players.
Yep. Doge Gaming says, do you think they will add a Vulture, or do you think they will add Vulture in any of their crystals like Premium? Well, eventually, yes. I mean, that's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
It's the natural progression of the crystal.
Yep, eventually everyone will be in there, including Vulture. Camaro, it's a random pull when you do the Stark event. I've gotten all 4 of mine from the heroic level event. Would have been nice to get a 4-star, but hey, at least it gave me the shards I needed. Carlos thinks I should open my 4-star.
Yeah, you gotta crack the 4-star open.
Yeah, but there's not an event going on right now where I can earn points for it. Because right now it's Mystic Arena Battle.
There's always points.
No, there's towards Summoner Advancement, but I'm going to get that no matter what.
Well, it doesn't matter.
But I'm going to get that either way. I prefer opening them when there's an event I can actually earn points on.
All right. You and your worries of points.
Yep. Hey, it's why all my champs are Max Sig, bro. Because I take advantage of everything the game gives me.
I don't disagree with you.
I open 50 to 60 solo crystals a week. And out of some of those, I'm getting +1 and +5 sig stones. I am literally down to actually, yeah. I haven't checked this in a while. Let's look. All right, champions. I'm gonna look this up. 3-star. Come on, load up.
And again, I did want to say thanks to everybody that came out tonight, hung out with us. We got a little ways to go, so hang out, chat. If you got something you want to talk about, let us know. I got some energy I need to burn. I wonder how many revives I have. Let's go take a look at my inventory. Because at some point, I got to go after the collector. Boo.
I'm at 92 3-stars, and every single one of them is max level, and all of them are max sig except for 12 of them. So 80 max sig. So that's 80 out of 92. And actually, it's a misnomer because of the ones that aren't maxed, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them you cannot get from the crystals. Unstoppable Colossus, Hulk, Original Vision, and Iron Fist. So really, I've got 80 out of 88 are max sig. So I only have 8 champs left that I could even pull. So that's more than 90%. That's like 92% of the time I'm going to get double 4-star shards. So if you really want to know how to get yourself more 4-stars, that's the way to do it. Focus on your 3s. So yes, Curtis, those 38 shards did in fact help out. Come here. Walk me through what did you do? Every detail. How many 4-stars do you need to battle in feature arena? Well, I mean, you need as many 4-stars as you can get. It's no different than the basic or the 3-star or the 2-star. There's no limit. I mean, you're not going to really have a chance at the feature though, unless you have. I would think you'd have to have at least 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I mean, I wouldn't even bother until I had at least 24. And then you're going to be using a ton of units for revives. A ton.
I am going to be so glad. I'm just kind of going back and looking at stuff. So all I have to do is beat the collector. And then I'm done, at least with what I have to do in 5, or Act 5 so far. But then I can go back to Act 4. I'm so close. I've already got the last part of Act 4 done. 4, 4, 6, or whatever. It's done. So I'm just working my way backwards. So I got a little bit left there. And then just Chapter 1. So when I look at it, it's not that bad. Like the rest of Act 4 is kind of smooth sailing at this point. Then it's finished on Road to the Labyrinth. And at that point, I'll be ready to just start stockpiling and getting ready, hopefully, for a Legend run. I'm hoping to get, out of Act 4, I'm going to have 3 Catalysts come up. There's going to be 4 Alphas, or Tier 2 Alphas. So, in theory, I'm going to have more than enough stuff to take Spark Spidey up a good ways. I mean, I've got 4 Tier 2 now on the Tier 2 Alphas. I need 1 Tech to get him to the next rank, and then it's just, what do you need to go to rank 4? How many Techs will I need? Does anybody know off the top of their head? I don't know.
7. You'll need 7. Because you need 3 to go to rank 3 and 4 more to go to rank 4.
So I need 5 in total.
You have 2 right now?
Yeah, I got 2. So I need 5 more Tech Catalysts.
Yeah, I need 3.5 less than 3. I need 3 full Cosmics and 3,000 shards because I'm real close to my 4th one. Captain Bravo, I'm trying to understand your question. Why is Netflix Daredevil CP is low? I'm not sure what CP is. Do you know what that means?
No clue. Counterpunch?
CP is level 4-star, R3 level 12, and the CP. I think he means character prestige. Okay. So why is Netflix Daredevil's prestige so low? 4-star, rank 3, level 12, and the CP is 2132. That seems about right. On dupe. Yeah, I mean, because I think, I can tell you that champ duped R3, 30, maxed out at rank 3. I could tell you right now is come on.
While you're looking, the
Is
topic
3035. And Black Panther Civil War, who's very close to him in the rankings, is 2887 at 330. So 2132 seems pretty right on for level 12.
Frojo says CP is Pokemon Go. Real quick, Topic says, is Ghost Rider good unduped? Yeah, he's good. He's just a lot better once he's duped. I can't really say a lot better, but he's definitely better when he's
Definitely
duped.
better.
And then Dom says, SlycemGaming, what's up? Hey, what's up, Dom? Good to see you in here, man. Again, if anybody else is new, do us a favor, hit that subscribe button. Look, we're trying to push to 1,000 subscribers, and we've had a real good push here lately. So any help we can get, we would be thrilled to get it, because again, we're pushing towards that 1,000 marker. So help us out, hit that subscribe button, send some people our way. We've been stagnant. We're holding at 727. We need some subscribers, guys. Help us out. Normally every night we pick up some, so let's keep it moving. Let's keep walking towards that 1,000 marker. So I'm sorry, Bulldog. Go ahead. What was you gonna say?
Now I don't remember. Yep, totally lost it. I don't know. What were we talking about before?
We were answering.
We're talking about
Frojo said CP
about
is
Netflix Daredevil.
Yeah, CP is Pokemon Go.
Yeah, it wasn't anything related to that.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Ghost Rider being good, duped or unduped.
Oh, yeah. So I was talking to King's Rule today. He has Ghost Rider, but he's not duped, and I was explaining how to play the champion. And having him duped definitely helps because it gives you the judgment for a 5-hit combo ending in a medium, which is for most people the most common attack that they're going to do. So that way, even if you fire off the bleed or the regen on the second one, you're going to get a little bit more out of it. So Ghost Rider is, I would say, significantly better duped for that reason alone. In that having that first judgment is going to extend the usability and functionality of all the other judgments.
Yep, it just helps stack everything else up. So Jordan says, I've been lurking for the past week or so, just subbed. Hey, look, if you want to lurk, that's fine. Lurk while subbed. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Dom says, I'm number 26 on the leaderboard for global. Says with sarcasm. I'm not real sure if that means that's a joke or like a sarcasm like, look who I am. Do.
A little bit of a humble brag there.
Yeah, like, I don't want to be too much of a jankopotamus, but maybe go check the leaderboard out.
It's been a week since we had a cosmic advancement, and we've had 2 techs, 2 skills, and 3 mystics in that same time frame. They really need to. I don't understand why they can't. I get that it's random. And one time we went 12 days without a cosmic advancement, I remember, because I had 2 4-stars I was waiting to level up, Venom Pool and Cosmic Spidey. And I don't get why they can't put it in a rotation, with a simple algorithm that says, every one gets used once before one of them doubles up. So you could still keep the randomness. It could go from Mystic Advancement to Skill Combat, and then you just have the algorithm say you can't do another Skill Combat until, everyone is at a turn. I don't know why they don't do that.
I don't know.
No, Camaro, I am not your puppet. So Dom is actually 26th on the leaderboard. Nice.
Very nice. I always enjoy having high-ranking players come here so they can watch and see some of my nasty gameplay and realize how good they are. I'm just here to help build you up. That's all it is,
Dom says, well, I've been caught. Crap. What's up, Steiny? Good Lord, I'm running into so many people running Limber in Arena. Yeah, we were just talking about that actually about a week ago. No, it wasn't even that long. Was it like 3 days ago we did the Mastery Talk?
Yeah,
yeah,
it's like 3 nights ago. We
had a
over
lot
Masters.
of coverage on Limber. Yeah.
Yeah.
Biggest Noob says, "Who's this commentator?" Never mind. It's good old Bulldog or not. That's right.
Speaking of, I didn't.
Good old Bulldog or not.
While we're at it, I'm gonna bring Frojo in here.
Yeah, good, because I gotta walk the dog.
Well,
so
good deal.
Let's get Frojo in here.
Oh man, my back hurts. I don't know what I did, but I've definitely tweaked it.
Sleeping your way to the top at your company?
I wish it'd be a lot easier.
Yeah, no kidding. I would totally do that. Don't get any ideas, boss. Wednesday, so it was Wednesday we did Masteries.
Hey, thanks, A Willow. A Willow goes, "Hey, don't worry. It's not just the high level players that feel good watching you slice." Thanks, A Willow. Wait.
Not a lot tonight, Steiny. We're just kind of having a hangout. We're not doing any like rankings or ratings or anything to Sly flounder around.
As I do the arena, ugh.
Purple Cow 153. Yeah, there's no topic tonight. It's really it's about you guys tonight. If anybody's got any questions, ask it and we'll answer it.
Literally just killing time. Yeah, Dom says, "Hey, SlycemGaming, you know your name is Real Deal, and then there's a YouTuber named The Real Deal, and he's named something else. LOL."
Yeah, we know John.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, he comes in here and calls Sly the name stealer.
You know what I wonder? What I want to know is if I can get my name changed. I know you're not supposed to be able to, but I'm curious if they would let me.
Oh, they've never let anyone else, which I think is dumb.
I agree. I grabbed my name on the game just to be safe, but
yeah, I think I've heard you guys talking before, Biggest Noob, on his stream. He an alliance with the Real Deal. Champs from each class. Some classes only have top 3. That seems more. All right. Gwenpool, Black Widow, top 3 science champs, Hulk. I love playing Rhino. That's just me. Archangel.
You're breaking up. I don't know why. Like every third part, you're breaking up.
I don't know why. Top 3 cos. Let's see. Thor, Hyperion, and I mean, if we're talking like duped and probably Captain Marvel functionality. Top 3 Mystic, that's a tough one. Ghost Rider, top 3 Tech, that one's easy. Ultron, Vision, Age of Ultron, and Star-Lord. Or either Vision. You know, they're interchangeable in a lot of ways. Beast's fighting style reminds me of Blanca from the Street Fighter. Yeah, I agree, especially his look at his special 1 attack. It's almost a mirror image of Blanca's. Purple Cow says Kabam has permitted IGN changes when the IGN cause privacy security issues. Yeah, I don't think you're going to pull that one off.
Well, I could, because I could say that I'm getting threatened by Real Deal because of YouTube, and therefore I don't feel safe anymore being known as the Real Deal. So I think
that's funny.
I think I can maybe pull that off, and I think they need proof. So I'll just need to get with Real Deal and tell him to leave me some sort of tirade message on YouTube.
I'm totally gonna do it.
I would totally not do that. Because what if they somehow, like, in their terms of service, if people are threatening one another, they can ban his account or something? I would not.
Well, that's just it. I won't say that.
Satire?
You know.
Huh?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said it's called satire.
Oh. You know,
I was making a joke.
Here's the thing. I think if I did it, what you do is you just say a YouTuber. You know, we don't have to name it to be that real deal. We could just say I got an email from a guy. His name's Real Deal, and he threatened to dismantle my account for using his name.
Huh.
I think it
Main account is Slim. Steiny says his main account is Slim Steiny. He created an alt under a different name, and then I'm Slim Steiny. Yes, I'm the real Steiny. All you other Slim Steinies are just.
Bulldog.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
I don't know what it is, but Frojo, am I going
I'm
crazy?
breaking up.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, you're cutting out on my end too. So let me check. I'll check my network. All right. Well, this is a good time. Frojo's here. I'll come back. I'll hang up and dial back in later.
Sounds good.
All right. Bye.
Take it easy. All right, guys, can everybody else hear me okay, or was it just Bulldog?
Yeah.
And by the way, welcome, Frojo. I'm starting to think it's me. I'm not real sure. That's a good question. Man, now I'm starting to get worried. Dom says at SlycemGaming, I'm an assassin sent by the Real Deal. You have a week to change your name. There it is. There's the proof we need. I'm going to have to get a hold of Kabam and get this taken care of immediately.
Papa Frojo, can you tell us a story? Well, back in the day when Ultron came out, there was an event called Ultron Attack Ultron, and during the arena, you would randomly get attacked by Ultron teams, and sometimes it would just be Ultron bots, and then sometimes it would be Ultron. Ultron gave more points than the bots, so yeah, you always wanted to face Ultron teams that had Ultron in it. The story of the day.
Great story. I'm glad that you told that. Now my life feels complete. Thank you, Frojo. So I'm assuming you're out on patrol tonight, Frojo?
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, gotta love the patrolling.
Driving circles, brah.
So we got Patrolman Frojo here with us as he patrols his neighborhood that he oversees.
That I turn people away at the gate.
Yeah, making people mad at the gate. Such a rude Frojo.
Discriminate on you away.
So mean.
No, that's a worker truck. You can't come in here.
Dom says at SlycemGaming, tell them that blood is on your name by Real Deal. My name says, I've got a suggestion at SlycemGaming. You already did an Alliance War defense rating. How about doing it, but about what heroes you think are the best at each node to place? So we've talked about that. And what we've found is that we're going to give it a try. But we got to get the map built up, basically, so we can go through and say, okay, on this node we would recommend so-and-so, on this node we'd recommend so-and-so, so on and so forth. Somebody's saying try to restart Skype. Yeah, I'm going to restart Skype here and see if maybe
start the Skype? Because they're saying... Alright, I'll hang up.
Alright, I'm going to hang up. I'm going to restart it all the way around, so I'll be right back. Alright, guys, we're going to restart Skype here. Give me a minute. It's been a long time since I've restarted my Skype. Alright. Let's see what happens here. And again, guys, do us a favor. Go out there and find us some people to bring in, get them to subscribe, get them to join us. We're going to be looking at adding some more stuff as we go. So help us out and get those guys in. We're really starting to grow, really starting to pick up. So any help we can get, we're always looking forward to it. I think Frojo forgot that I was calling him back. We'll call him back in again in a minute then. The Biggest Noob says, how do you get the audio from Skype to come out so perfectly on stream? That's top secret, Biggest Noob. I mean, if I told everybody that, then everybody could just duplicate what I do. It's nice enough that I got people already trying to duplicate me, which is kind of flattery in its own way, but I gotta have some secrets. I will admit, it was kind of funny. I was sitting at work the other day when I got a message about a group of individuals that was running a stream very similar to the way that we've been running ours since day one. And I found it to be hilarious. Kind of annoyed me a little bit at first. And then I realized, you know what? It's not a bad thing, I guess, so be it. But it was kind of funny to see. So I do have to hold on to some secrets. And again, this is just the beginning. I got a lot of other tricks up my sleeves. Can't wait to unveil it all. My problem right now is I just don't have enough time. Once this all settles down, work's not quite as busy. I hope to be able to do more and more with it. So, yeah, I totally missed that. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't think he was going to come out stunned yet. Oh well, got him. Hey, what's up? It's your boy. Good seeing you, man. Well, let's try again, Frojo. Tofik, yeah, I'm there. A Willow says he's screening your call. Probably so. Tofik says Harsh and BRRG just quit the game. Yeah, actually, Tofik, Harsh has followed me since like really early on. Back when I was at my old house and the stream was horrible and I lagged everywhere. And long story short here, he messaged me. He's followed me the whole time. Been a good guy to have around. He messaged me telling me that he quit and sent me the videos of everything. So it's kind of crazy, kind of sad, but I get it. Some guys they move on. They got other things to do. So be it. Welcome back, Frojo.
Hey, Joshua Swanson. I totally say do not do expert proving grounds. It's a waste of energy.
There you got it. Yeah, I did it there for a little while early on because I had no way of earning Tier 4 basics. And again, that's something to remember too, is it all depends on what we got going on and what you're doing with all your energy. If you're stuck and you have to have those Tier 4s, then hey, maybe you should do it. But it's probably not ideal. I mean,
if you're like whatever the chest is away from a Tier 4 basic, and you just can't wait another day for Alliance Quest to get it from there, from the completion from the day, then yeah, I guess. But I think using your energy on the quest or a Spidey quest is more worth it than the expert proving grounds.
The heck with it says, is anyone else having an increased amount of problems with evading / dexterity? No evade or freezing in place when evading.
Swinson. Did I say that wrong?
Yeah, as far as that goes, to heck with it. I've had some issues, but I don't know if they've been that bad. Yeah, everybody's kind of saying the same thing here about the expert proving grounds. Really not worth it. A lot of energy for a very minimal reward. And especially the way Alliance Quest is now. I mean, used to, you didn't get that, or at least I didn't in the Alliance I was in. Let me put it that way. So, it's all on you as a player.
And I don't know how to say your name, but Psylocke, she does not stop Mystic Dispersion, so
No.
that's a negative, Ghost Rider.
And it's just Jux. That's Jux. Don't try to figure out the rest. I'll teach you some of this hillbilly English. It works really well on names you can't pronounce. You just leave letter out and you added the ones you want.
Jux.
Yes, Jux. So. Chid says, I know SlycemGaming has issues blocking and never work. No, I block very well with my face, thank you. Very well. And let's see. Yeah, what did we get here? Carlos is saying if you finished off Heroic Master, Act 4, Act 5, and really need some T4B, then yeah, go for it then. Exactly, it depends on what you got left to do in the game, I guess, you know. If you have nothing else to do and you've burned all your energy, have at it, I guess.
Yeah, I guess if you've done absolutely everything, I guess. I don't ever do it unless they add the signature stones to it temporarily. That's the only time I do it.
Yeah, then it's handy. Dom says at SlycemGaming, when I evade, the enemy dashes right to me. They better fix that. Now, I've had that. No, I agree. Where you evade or you dodge back, and it's like they just decide they're just going to hang out there with you like they're your shadow, and then they punch you in the mouth right after it. Super annoying. Super annoying. Steven says, why does Kabam hate me? Pulled a 5-star Science Awakening gem from LOL. Also pulled Science Rank Up gem and a Science 4-star Awakening gem from Act 5.2. Wow. That's a lot of science. Curtis says, every time I watch the arena streams, I hope to see my team as the opponent. Well, hopefully we'll run into you, Curtis. By the way, what's up, Lance? Good seeing you here, bud. Oops. Let's go. Oops. Go with these three. So, Frojo, are you still on board with the fact that you think Doc Ock is going to be tech and Green Goblin science? Or do you think they're going to be changing that up any yet?
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna stay with what I saw on that website, unless there's some information that changed.
Yeah. Steven says he hopes Doc Ock is science. So far, it's not looking that way. We're all hoping for it, I think. But so far, it's looking like he's going to be the tech. High Pursuit says, or High Speed Pursuit says, how about that deal today? Was it real? You know, I didn't really get to look at it too much, but from what I heard and saw, it was a really...
The energy deal?
Yeah, it was a really good deal.
Oh, yeah. I bought it.
So there you go. Endorsed by Frojo, the energy deal is legit. From my understanding, it should be about a $60 package or something like that, and it's going for like, what, 20?
Yeah, it's $19.99. It also gives you those 30% boost, which I was missing when I did my storm run, my legend run on the Web Slinger challenge. I have a feeling if I would have had those, I would have had more of a chance to do it. So I have them now, so I may be doing a legend run at some point. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm going to do it this month because I think we have a little something else planned.
we do. We can't release that yet, Frojo.
Oh yeah, I know.
But there is an event on the way from SlycemGaming here, starring myself and Frojo and some of our other guys. But we've got some stuff up our sleeve, a magic trick or two, I guess you could say. We're just waiting to see and line out all the details. So we'll see what happens with it. I can tell you this, I'm stoked about it though. I think it's going to be fun.
Well, we just screwed up today in Alliance Quest, and the new guy just... Oh my god.
Hey, I've heard of an alliance. They're an alright alliance, probably growing. I think they're definitely looking upwards. A lot of solid players, good guys. I mean, I've heard probably some of the best guys you could ever meet. Now, I don't want to go talking too far. Who knows? They could be complete shankopotamuses. But I've heard they're great guys, pretty decent players, hungry, willing to grow. Just throwing that out there, I can probably hook you up with some of them and get you out of a bad situation into a situation that can grow. Sometimes you got to look at this game as like a garden. You got to put a little work in and watch it grow, and then get the rewards. Just remember that, Frojo. Just remember that.
Yeah, okay.
Jason says the deal is good in my opinion, but I am free to play, so it is what it is. Sure.
Yeah.
My name says, what does that site say about Doc Ock that makes think he'll be tech? It specifically says tech.
It just says tech. It doesn't say anything different than what Truco's put out, except that he designated that Doc Ock was tech and designated that Green Goblin was science. Could be wrong, but normally, from what I understand, either MCOC mod and the guy know each other, or they run that site together, and then Trucos is close with them. So, but we'll know for sure by Wednesday, I think, for 100% for sure on Wednesday, because the update should be here either sometime the next day or so.
Yep. And
once the update hits, we'll know for sure because they'll get all the information then.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Dom said you could wait for the MCOC mod video, then we might find out. Steven agrees with me. See, this is what I agree. Yeah, his abilities are all based on science categories. Exactly, like it makes no sense. He has to be science.
Well, my thing is I think either one of them technically could go either way. The one that I thought would go tech more than the other one, I thought Green Goblin would be more tech than Doc Ock. But, I mean, here we are.
I mean, everything about Doc Ock is science related. That's the thing that drives me crazy about that. And I'm curious if they thought about that when they kind of predicted that tech side there.
I think they just came down to, he's got mechanical arms. He's going to be. I think once we see him and how he operates and moves and stuff, we're going to see how much he relies on his arms, his mechanical arms, and I think that's probably going to be why he is tech. But at the same time, you're going to see Green Goblin on this glider using all these bombs and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Steiny's having similar issues to you with Alliance Quest this week, he said.
Man, we keep getting these new people, and they're just really bad.
Like I said, don't want to put either of you out, but just remember, I know a place that could possibly be interested in a player such of your caliber. It's no guarantee. I don't want to take and make you feel like it's a shoe-in here, but I think I can probably help you out. I can put in a good word or two. Real quick, my name says, yep, all the info you read on Doc Ock is science thinks. It is. It's an entire science profile. It's like his signature or his L1 is like the experiment. L2 was the results or whatever, and then the proof. So I mean,
Yeah,
all science terms.
and Jacob, I agree with you too, man. Like Yellow Jacket, when he was coming out, I definitely thought Yellow Jacket was going to be tech and Ant-Man would be science, and they both were science. And I was like, that don't make no sense, because like his suit was more tech based, and Ant-Man's suit was just a suit that used a serum to shrink. And I mean, Yellow Jacket was the same thing. It used a serum to shrink. The pim, it used pim particles, and then whatever.
Pim, not pimp. No,
Yeah, pim. Yeah.
Pimp would be pretty cool.
No, PYM. Hank Pym.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And I don't know. I don't think Cross developed the same exact thing. I think it was something different. But maybe it was the same. Maybe it was pin particles also. Maybe it was. I'm not sure. But he shrunk as well using some kind of scientific serum. But his suit was definitely tech based. So
yeah,
I don't know. It's very Kabam. Like sometimes I just don't know with them people, man.
It's
you
pretty
think
crazy.
Sometimes you figured them out, and then they throw you a curveball.
Oh, it happens. Yeah, and that's what everybody's saying on Green Goblin is that it's the serum. The serum causes Green Goblin to become what he is. The tech just improves him. And then, Doc Ock is a scientist that built tech. He was a scientist by all means, and a scientific experiment that went wrong essentially is what caused him to become Doc Ock. So, Here's an interesting question. Steven says, so who do you guys think will be the better of the two?
I think Doc Ock.
See, I do too. I say that. I think a duped Green Goblin is going to be nasty. I think he's going to be extremely nasty because it looks like he's just going to fire on all cylinders and just burn people to the ground. However, Doc Ock looks like he's going to be good all the way around. Green Goblin looks like he's got to be duped. Doc Ock is going to be the guy that gets better duped, but not a necessity, maybe, from what we saw and we looked at.
No, I from what I remember, we think that Doc Ock had to be. Dude, I don't even remember. I could have swore it was Doc Ock had to be duped,
No.
and Goblin looked like he'd be okay unduped.
Do we need to pull out the video?
Yeah.
We've got.
Yeah, we might need to rewatch our own video.
We've got it on. Like I got the argument on video. All right. No. The green. Here, let's just pull it up here real quick. Sorry, guys. I'm just going back here real quick. 1 second.
Play it for a second. I don't.
I'm just gonna go back and find our photos.
Well, yeah. It was towards the end too, so it'd be really hard to figure out what we're talking about that part. Because I know we stayed on for a while after we got done talking about it too.
Yeah, we did. All right. Let me scroll back here. Uh-oh, hold on, I gotta fight. Go ahead and read the chat for me because I can't read it. Are you? Oh, you probably can't either. You're driving, aren't you?
Goblin is plug and play, says Chid. Doc gets better breakthrough with his dupe, says Jacob. You know what would be disappointing if they are worse than Iron Patriot and Kabam destroyed our dreams and hype was for nothing, says Dom.
Yeah, here's the thing though. I think they know these two have to be good. They have to save the science group. Because if they don't, it's going to be bad. It's just not going to be pretty if these guys don't come out amazing. Okay. Let's see here. signature ability. I got it pulled up. Oscorp. X% chance per bar of power to activate a super bomb, which causes all bags of tricks effects to trigger instead of the standard pumpkin bomb effect. However, the special 3 still has a chance to trigger both super bomb and pumpkin bomb effects. Meaning that every time you get a full bar of power, the way I read that, you have a % chance to just blow up the enemy and have all the bag of tricks go off at once. Like out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, now I'm thinking you were correct with what you said.
Because
Goblin we thought, yeah, it had to be duped, and Doc Ock would be okay on duped or something like that. Yeah.
And then Doc Ock says, Doc Ock's extensive academic background lets him start the fight with each of his research categories at X, and each breakthrough is replaced by a new effect. So it just changes the breakthroughs.
Okay. Yeah.
Where physics.
Yeah, that's what we had said.
Yeah, physics now drains 100% of power gained, and steel X% of the power drain. Biology gives the armor up an X amount of the armor penetration while it's active, and chemistry does direct damage equal to 100% of health gained, and life steals X% of damage done. So it just changes the way he's operates once he's duped. So.
Oh, the node that they didn't do. It's going to cause Rhino to cause 100% bleed over 60 seconds and heal block.
That's good. That's what you want out of Rhino.
No. This is Alliance Quest. That's the boss.
Yeah, no, that's good for you. That's what you want. You want a tough Rhino. It really homes in your gaming powers.
Yeah,
it's good.
Sure.
It's good practice for you on day 4.
Oh yeah.
I heard the rest of your teammate just wanted you to do it and make a video of it, just so you could show off. And that's what,
I'm at work.
Well, they were trying to give you a chance to really show what you can do. Let's see, Ultimate War Caller.
Just like bring any bleed immune champs.
Refugee says, after the horrible rollout of Carnage, I hope they didn't foul up Goblin and Doc Ock. I think we all feel the same way there. Ultimate
Punisher 2099, Carnage, 2 bad champs in a row.
Let's see.
Vulture was not any good either.
And Stableman says Kabam already ruined Carnage. Yeah, we all agree with that. Dom, how many Iron Patriot fans got mad over him sucking? So if they do this for Doc Ock and Green Goblin, even more triggered people.
No one cared that Iron Patriot sucked.
Yeah. Carlos Mendez says, early impressions. You guys think any sound viable for Alliance War or Alliance Quest? You know, Carlos, I would think Green Goblin would be a great attacker. He's got so many different abilities in there, so I'd be curious to see. But I think he would be good. Doc Ock looks like he's going to be a stud too. It's going to depend on what those percentages are, though. That's the problem, is we can't see those percentages. Yes, Chid, it is day 4 of AQ. Josh says that awkward moment when DODG, Daredevil OG, dodges evades lightning. Yeah, I thought he might, but I wanted to see how high leveled he was, so we'd try it. To heck with it, I agree. Both champs sound good, but Kabam could ruin them with terrible base stats, and that's what I was saying about. It depends on all about those percentages. What are those going to be? We'll find out there. Steiny says, hey, Slicem, I consider joining your alliance, but Rule 2 has to go. I didn't even read Rule 2. There's rules? There's rules? Dom says that was sarcasm. Nobody gave a crap about him. No, I agree. I think we kind of figured that. Frojo, I don't know. Let's try calling you back. I think it's your fault, Frojo. It could be me, but that's not the point. We're blaming you tonight. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do when Deadpool 2 comes out. It'll definitely be interesting. My name says maybe because Doc Ock is all about his robotic arms. That is why they will make him tech. Yeah, but he's a lot of stuff. Joshua, yes, Carnage really is that bad. And there's Frojo screening my call again. What am I going to do with this guy? Let me check my connection here. I'm showing everything's on par, so... Frojo, let me know if you get anything coming through on your side. That's really crazy. Now I'm going to go read these rules, Tiny. Hey, take care, Bro2D2. Good seeing you, buddy. Always a blast having you here. There's Frojo calling me. Hello, hello.
I'm back.
Oh, welcome.
What was the last thing I said?
I don't know. To be
Yeah,
honest.
I was saying about Iron Patriot. Like no one
Oh
cared.
yeah, nobody cares about that guy.
And yeah,
and Dom's
even when he first came out, like people were like, "God, I don't want that Iron Patriot."
Yeah.
That's the comic book Iron Patriot. I think if it would have been the Colonel Rhodes War Machine Iron Patriot, it would have been a little bit different. But it was the Norman Osborn Iron Patriot.
Dom says last time in Slycem's Mastery video, didn't get to talk. Tonight's all about him. Sorry, Frojo. Did you not talk during the Mastery? You talked during the Mastery event, didn't you?
No, I think he's talking about you didn't get to talk.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's because I was half asleep. Luckily, the camera doesn't really catch my eyes very much, but a lot of times they're closed and I'm snoring. I just mute my mic and the guys yell at me and I know to hit the next button. Not really, but I will say that night I was dead tired. Oh, man. Yeah.
Oh man,
It was brutal. I will say that. That night I was like, oh my gosh. Holy smokies. You know, been trying to do good and like somewhat work out before I go to sleep, somewhat eat healthy, and I've been so dog tired at work. If I get bored, and I've always been this way, if I get bored, I will fall asleep. Like I don't care what I'm doing. If I get bored, I'm passing out. It's just the way it goes. I did it in school. I've done it in my previous work. I used to work for a plastic factory, and I'd be setting up on this reel, and I'd have to put a sticker on this plastic that would come by because we do it in spools for certain companies. And so every like 10 feet, I had to put a little sticker there to let them know there's 10 feet, you can cut it. And so it was warm. It's winter time. No, I take that back. It was summer when I was doing it. It's warm out. I'm there at night, and like the heat of the plastic is warm. So I'm just sitting there next to this plastic as it goes by, and I take a sticker, slap it on, sticker, slap it. And I can remember multiple times I'd wake up and I'd be like, crap, how many slots at 10 feet have went by? And I'd grab these stickers because there was a counter, kind of like a mileage counter, to let us kind of get an idea where we're at. And I'd run back and just start slapping stickers on this reel of plastic. So it's been a problem for a long time. If I get bored, I'm done. But as you can tell tonight, I'm feeling good. I'm not bored. I was earlier in the arena, but not so much anymore, thank goodness. But anyway.
So that's how you became a car salesman, huh?
My adventure to becoming a car guy is a long story, but it was a fun one. But yeah, we'll do that another day so we don't bore the viewers.
Oh, that's great.
It was a fun time, though.
I see Dog. Is it Dog?
No, it's Doge.
Yeah,
Doge Gaming.
Dog X Gaming was saying about first possible tech science champion. I doubt it.
Yeah, we've discussed it. We've wished for it.
Yeah, we've talked about it. I doubt it. I want them to do that, but I doubt they'll do it. I've said it for a while, actually. Like for like a couple of years, at least over a year. I've been saying it.
Yeah.
Like a hybrid champion would be really cool to see.
It would be neat. Let's see here. Dom says that SlycemGaming, when he got Iron Patriot, I was so happy. Then I found out it's Harry. And I was like, well, crap. It's the kid who somehow also Venom in this Ultimate Spider-Man universe show. Yeah, show. It's not Harry. I thought it was Norman in the Iron Patriot.
It is. It's Norman Osborn in the Iron Patriot suit.
Yeah, IP is
Unless
Norman.
he's talking about the cartoon, maybe I still thought it was Norman in the cartoon, but maybe it is Harry.
Oh, there's Bulldog, it looks like. Bulldog, I'm going to call you right back. Uh-oh.
Bulldog.
It looks like the Bulldog is back. Dun.
The Bulldog is back.
Now when you like some cool little graphic or like little soundbite with a Bulldog barking, like...
Or teleporting onto the screen.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's a good idea. Yeah, Dom, you totally said Harry. That's what I like. Dom's like, Jacob Schaefer's like, yeah, it's Norman, Dom. And Dom's like, dude, I know it's Norman. Or, yeah. Jacob's like, no, you said Harry. Yeah, maybe I did.
They've both been the Green Goblin. Norman is the original Goblin, and Harry took over.
We're talking
But
about
Iron Patriot is Norman Osborn, not Harry. Norman Osborn at the end of the Second Civil War, or the First Civil War, took over basically America's defenses to create the 50-state initiative. The 50-state initiative, which the idea being that every state would have its own superhero group. And it was actually all just a ruse to set up the invasion of the Skrulls.
Always the Skrulls.
Always those Skrulls. Yeah, he's the only hybrid champ, Italian Joe.
Correct.
I think it was an idea they intended to utilize more frequently, but due to blowback from the community, they abandoned.
The community hates change, and every time something's a little bit different, they scream and yell and bring out the pitchforks and fire and boycott.
Kill it with fire.
Yeah.
Boycott it.
It's a shame.
And then we don't get anything new.
I don't think Harry has been the Hobgoblin. The Hobgoblin's a different person.
Yeah,
I don't know if did Harry ever do a stint as the Hobgoblin?
It's isn't Hobgoblin the kid that's in Homecoming? Isn't that the character's name? I think. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, the original Hobgoblin was Roderick Kingsley, I think.
I think in the Ultimate Universe, the kid that is Peter's friend in Homecoming becomes Hobgoblin.
I'm looking him up right now. Phil Urich, I know, became him for a while. I don't think Harry has ever been the Hobgoblin. I'll look at Ultimate, though. Ultimate Marvel Hobgoblin. Yes, you're right. The Ultimate Marvel incarnation was Harry Osborn. Okay.
Right.
But he wasn't originally the Hobgoblin, was just some other dude.
What's that kid's name?
I actually like him better than Green Goblin.
All right. Carlos says, I'm going to watch the Avengers cartoon to find out about the Skrulls, since rumor are they have a major part in the new Infinity War movies.
I don't think the Skrulls are featured. If you're talking about Earth's Mightiest Heroes...
No. He's talking about Captain Marvel. The new movie.
Oh, he said he was going to watch the Avengers cartoon, though. We're talking about. I don't think the Skrulls are in that.
I think it was in Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
I mean, if it was in the last few episodes of the last season, because I've watched all of the first, 2 or 3 seasons, and I don't remember any Skrulls. Unless it was, like I said, towards the end.
Ooh, my footage is...
Dom says, Slice him, is it just me, or do I want the Super Skrull and the Skrulls? Forgot how it's spelled. I thought Hobgoblin was Taskmaster. I don't know what Hobgoblin looks like. Hobgoblin looks like Green Goblin, but with an orange and brown color scheme. I've got the wiki page right here. I'll link it. I like Hobgoblin better than Green Goblin. I think he looks better. Yeah, Ned Leeds. That was another Hobgoblin.
Yeah, that's the kid's name in Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh, really? Okay, so maybe they are setting that up. I haven't seen it yet, so. Interesting that they're confirmed for Captain Marvel because the Skrulls are part of that Fantastic Four deal with
Okay,
Fox.
this is what
The
they
whole
came
reason
out
they
and
use
said about that.
Chitauri.
This is what they came out and said about that. They said any major race is up. Any major space race is up for grabs for all. They all share them, but
Okay,
specific characters like Super Skrull, it
would be
does
governed by
belong
the
to the
contract.
Fantastic Four.
Okay, because that was the whole reason they used the Chitauri instead of the Skrulls was because of the licensing thing. But that was
Or they,
obviously a
or
number of
they,
years ago.
they use that. They use that as a ploy to get us off of it, so they could redo it later.
Steven, if that's true, I will be very disappointed.
It's what they're saying.
What did Steven
That's
say?
pathetic.
That Captain Marvel is going to be the strongest person they've introduced into the MCU so far.
Which is a complete joke. I don't understand why Marvel is trying to ram her down everybody's throat. You know, it's ridiculous. The whole thing with Captain Marvel is ridiculous. She's just part of that agenda-driven crap drivel that Marvel's putting out. So I really hope they don't manage to ruin the movie with it.
I will say this. I think Marvel does a pretty good job. No matter what, they're going to put out a good, solid product. I want to believe that. So,
I think what we're gonna see is just it's gonna be the strongest female character that they've done. Is what it's gonna end up turning out to be. I think once that she gets onto the Avenger team, you know, she's gonna rival the power of Thor and Hulk, and you know, she's gonna be very strong. But I don't think she'll be stronger than them. I think maybe for this movie, she's gonna be like overpowered. Because it's just going to be her and Skrulls that look like everyone else. So it's going to be a confusing movie. That's the thing about shapeshifters and multiple shapeshifters. It's going to be super confusing, I think. You're going to be like, who is who, and was that ever them or not them? Has anyone been who they are? Who knows?
Well, hopefully it's a major failure and they'll learn their lesson. So we can only hope.
It's gonna hurt after that movie.
I can say this.
Captain Marvel was a guy, Dom. The original Captain Marvel. Well, Marvel was his real name, but he went by Captain Marvel. And then Carol Danvers became, it was kind of a whole Green Lantern type storyline. He was dying and imbued her with the power, and she became Captain Marvel. That was when she had the 70s roller disco haircut and the cool costume with the scarf. And then she got her powers stolen by Rogue, and then when she got her powers back, she came back as Miss Marvel. But then that wasn't adult enough, so she changed her name to Warbird. That's when she became an alcoholic, and then got into some trouble, and then joined the Avengers again as Captain Marvel. But the Avengers already had a Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau, who was completely unrelated, and so she went back to being Warbird, and then picked up the Captain Marvel again a few years back.
It's a lot of name change.
Mm-hmm. She used to be an awesome character. In the early 2000s, when she was she went on a couple of dates with Spider-Man. She was a really cool character, and they were really utilizing her well. But the last couple of years, she, along with Squirrel Girl and this whole debacle with Riri Williams and all that, they have picked her as their vehicle of choice to. It's terrible. So anyway.
Carlos, Kamala Khan's just an Inhuman.
Yep.
She's not
an Inhuman.
Richards.
Kamala Khan's not an Inhuman.
I was pretty sure she was.
Pretty sure she's not, but I'll look.
It's like Google. Super A, what agenda are you talking about?
Kamala Khan. Her parents are humans. I know that, so I don't think she's a human.
She got infected by the Terrigen Mist, I'm pretty sure.
Let's see. I'm reading it right now. It says Terrigenesis. Yeah,
she's an Inhuman.
Well, just going through Terrigenesis does not make you an Inhuman. No, the city was blanketed in Terrigen mist. So she's a mutated human. She's not a mutant. She's not an Inhuman. She's a human that's been subjected to Terrigenesis. The Inhumans are a completely separate race. They are not genetically human. She is genetically human, altered by the Terrigen mists.
Which makes her an Inhuman.
Yes, no, it does not make her an Inhuman. That's like saying that, if somebody injected me with giraffe blood, suddenly I'm a giraffe. No, I'm a human who has giraffe blood in him. That's
it says right here, human with latent Inhuman lineage activated by Terrigen bomb.
Where are you seeing that?
On MarvelWikia.com.
Which I'm there now too, so...
It's under her
Origin?
Go under Origin, and it says Origin.
Origin. Human with latent Inhuman lineage activated by the Terrigen bomb.
That's how all the Inhumans become like Quake. Like, her parents weren't Inhumans. Like, she was activated through Terrigenesis. It's buried in her.
So they must have.
How some people are born with mutant powers and some aren't.
They've retconned the entire universe then and made the Inhumans something else then, because it didn't used to be that way. The Inhumans were a completely separate genetic species. So now, if they're saying because you couldn't have a human with Inhuman ancestry, then they would just be an Inhuman. So she's not human.
There's the royal bloodline, and then there's just everybody else.
No, that's a shame. Okay.
And real quick there, Frojo, I do think you're wrong. Pretty sure both of Daisy's parents were Inhumans, because her mom lived in that one.
No. Her parent is Mr. Hyde, Dr. Hyde, and Jekyll and Hyde.
Yep.
And he's not an Inhuman.
I thought he was. All right. Either way, Dom says that's SlycemGaming. So a girl ripped off a guy, then another girl ripped off that girl, then someone with a name that sounds like food but wasn't Captain Marvel, a kid.
It's even more confusing than that. It's even more confusing than that because, like I said, there was also Monica Rambeau, who was Captain Marvel, completely unrelated. Captain Marvel was a human that had been mutated, who had the ability to convert her body to pure light and travel at like a photonic speed, and was a zero relation, just like Kamala Khan is no relation to Captain Marvel's or Miss Marvel, yet she uses the name Miss Marvel, and that's because Marvel Comics has some mistaken belief that they have to keep taking existing characters and replacing them rather than creating new and interesting characters to stand on their own 2 feet. That's why Riri Williams even exists. That's why Kamala Khan exists. They seem incapable anymore of creating new characters. Unstable Man says, I am Groot. I 100% agree, Unstable Man. But then he says, I am Groot. And I don't know if I can agree with that. But you had me on the first one. Why is Kamala Khan so rubbery? Because the new Marvel is horribly opposed to making any female characters with any sort of attractive features. Their goal is to make them as dumpy and unisex looking as possible. Slycem, someone who is a Skrull but with a normal name, holy crap, what the ball.
Yeah, Ultimate
Wallcrawler says... What's that?
Him and Jacob was talking about the Avengers 4. Jacob thinks that it's going to be the Secret Invasion. And they're saying that he might be onto something.
I think that there's some really good possibility of that. Because in the comics, it turns out that one of the major driving forces behind the 50-state initiative, Mr. Hank Pym, was in fact a Skrull in disguise. So it would not surprise me in the least if Infinity War, exactly, somebody important dies and they're lying on a table and they find out they're actually a Skrull.
Yep.
Quake's mom is Jennifer Johnson. She was a prostitute.
Yeah, and you got to remember, Quake is entirely a creation of the TV show.
Correct.
Yeah, they changed it for the MCU, I believe.
For the yeah. Well, no, she didn't even exist until Marvel Agents of Shield. She's like how
yeah, she did.
did she? I thought she was a complete
Yeah,
creation for that.
she was the director. She's been in comic books since like Civil War.
No,
maybe
I read
earlier.
Civil War and Secret Invasion, and she didn't exist.
Because she becomes the director of Shield in the comics.
No, you're thinking of Maria Hill.
No,
Yeah, you're
I'm
thinking
thinking of Daisy Johnson, the director of Shield.
Wait, Daisy Johnson, Earth 616. All right, let's see here. First appearance. Let's find out.
While you read that, Bulldog, make sure. But real quick, Steven says, "Who do you guys think has the soul gem?"
Oh, I guess you're right. First appearance, Secret War #2. So she appeared in the second Secret War. I thought she was a creation for the TV show because I quit reading right after Secret Invasion, which led into Secret War. So, okay, well, I'm wrong on that one. What was the question again?
Who do we believe to have the soul gem?
The Soul Gem. Oh boy, I don't know.
Well, I think it's going to be Hela,
See, I think so too.
but who has it before Hela? Does somebody give it to Hela, and that's how she gets out of her realm? Because she's imprisoned. So, how does she get out of her? Like, does Loki do something stupid? I don't know.
Anything's.
I mean,
It's going
Loki
to be
has had
interesting.
at least 2 gems pass through his hands at one point. So it wouldn't surprise me. And we did see that Infinity Gauntlet in Odin's vault in the beginning of the first Thor movie. There was that little Easter egg. But we don't know if it had gems on it or not. Oh, so that's what it is. Okay, so they made Sky was a creation of the TV show, but then they turned her into Daisy Johnson, the existing Quake character. I got you. Okay. Do I think Heimdall has the soul gem? I don't know. I mean, will that really fit with his character? Yeah, that's true. I mean, there are a couple of spots where you could say it looks like he has a gem, but it seems unlikely that he would be living in Asgard under the watch of Odin, who knows what these things are, who keeps them locked in his vault. I highly doubt he's just going to let Heimdall be running around with one of them. Like, hey, I know these things could destroy universes, but why don't you go guard the entrance to our realm and hold one, where nobody would possibly just pop up and steal it from you. And has been replaced by a scroll, who do you think it is, and when do you think they were replaced? I think it'll be like an off-screen
takes place in the 90s.
Well, Captain Marvel does, yeah. But Captain Marvel's not going to be involved in Infinity War. So, yeah, I mean, if it was anybody, I would say probably Tony. Because, Tony in the comics was the driving force on the government side during the Civil War, as he was here in the movie. So, I would think maybe him. But then that wouldn't really work because we've seen him have surgery and, the whole capture thing.
Real quick here. We got my name said, "Hey, Bulldogonaut. Once I saw a hero in another Marvel game that is a little girl with roller skates and big headphones. Do you know who she is, her powers, and her story? I found it weird."
I don't, but I'm going to find out. It'd help if you knew which game that was.
The only girl I could think of would be Jubilee.
She doesn't wear roller skates, though, does she?
I don't know.
Might be Jubilee at one point, because Jubilee shoots fireworks. I mean, Dazzler was the first superhero I know of that wore roller skates, but she wasn't a little girl. Marvel.
No, but Jubilee was
character.
A young champion.
Yeah, I'm looking at pictures of Moon Girl wearing roller skates.
From which game?
I don't know. It's not a game. It's a comic book.
No,
I've never known Moon Girl to be in a comic book. So, I mean, a video game.
Well, he says it's from a video game. Yeah.
He's saying he saw a champion on a video.
What video game was it? Yeah.
Yeah. What game here? My name. That would help us out.
Lego, maybe. I see her in Lego Marvel.
Jacob Sigler says, "Gotta be Moon Girl. Absolutely wears roller skates."
Yeah, that sound. And I mean, she might not have been wearing headphones. She wears her hair in like two big buns on the side of her head.
Yeah.
So it might not have been headphones. It might have been just the way her hair looked. Yeah, because I'm looking at pictures of her here with like big Mickey Mouse ear looking hair. Ooh, Fin Fang Foom in Lego Avengers. That looks cool.
Yeah, he's pretty cool to play in that game.
Yeah, that's one of the few times that I think Marvel made the right choice with a substitution, because Moon Boy was a stupid character, but Moon Girl actually is working out pretty good. She's kind of cool, so that was a good choice on that one. I don't mind it when it makes sense and they write it well, when they don't write it like, PC garbage. Moon Girl is in Future Fight? Yeah, it could be. I think. Oh yeah, I saw her. I watched the all the promo trailer. Like for Future Fight. It was a fun little watch. Like all their cinematics.
I can check it out.
Adam says she does wear headphones, so that's got to be it.
Gotta be.
Yeah, it's not a character I know a ton about. So.
Yeah, I don't know a bunch about her either. But as soon as he said roller skates, for some reason she jumped in my head.
I don't know her story. She hangs out with Devil Dinosaur, who I know is from the Savage Land. There used to be Moon Boy and Devil Dinosaur, and Moon Boy was kind of like a primitive ape man, like missing link type character. What's up, iMac?
What's up, iMac?
She lived drinking moon juice. Why does that not surprise me? Dude, they make Captain America look like a weakling in these new MCU movies. I don't agree with that. Like Captain America 2, The Winter Soldier, that scene in the elevator, that was tight.
That was a really good scene. All right.
He beat Iron Man in Civil War.
My favorite part was right there, like you said, in the elevator. All right, fellas, before we do this, does anybody want to get out? I know this is about to go down.
Oh, yeah, even when I saw it the first time in the theater, it's like I knew immediately, there's going to be a butt whooping.
Oh, yeah. And he sure did deliver. Holy smokies.
What's up, iMac? How you doing? Good to see you, buddy. If that's true that she's the smartest person in the Marvel Universe, I am very disappointed.
I think it is.
That's so stupid. Looks like Brian Grant won't be able to stream for the first time since November. Oh, is he still stuck out in the woods?
Wow.
I want to see Bucky as Captain America. Yeah, I would too, except he's missing an arm right now, so I don't know how that would work out. Probably have a little trouble with that shield.
Is he down an arm? I didn't notice he went down an arm.
Yeah, at the end of Civil War, he's seen in Wakanda having the arm removed and put in a giant glass tube.
Yeah, in Future Fight, she's got roller skates, and she's wearing this helmet thing that looks like it has an antenna on it. Maybe he's mistaking that for headphones. It don't look like headphones to me.
Yeah, I like the guy that plays Bucky. Oh, yeah, I got to tell you guys, one of the movies my wife and I watched a couple weeks ago, I told you a little bit about it, What's Your Number, but I just realized it's so funny because at one point, Anna Faris has broken up with Star-Lord, is thinking about dating Captain America, and visits her ex-boyfriend, a very gay Falcon who works for the government. So it's got Anthony Mackie, Chris Evans, and Chris Pratt all in the same movie, and they're all either current boyfriends or ex-boyfriends of hers. It was pretty funny. Yeah, I got to tell you, Haitian. At first, I was a little disappointed with what they did with the Mandarin because I've always kind of dug him as a villain. But that was a really good twist, with Ben Kingsley being the fake Mandarin. I got a good crack out of that. So I think the real Mandarin will show up at some point.
Yeah.
That's true, Ultimate Wall Crawler. He's in Wakanda, so it's quite possible they'll give him a new arm made of vibranium, which will make him even more deadly.
Who? Claw?
What's up, Vladimir?
No, talking about Winter Soldier.
Yeah, with a vibranium arm. That'd be cool.
Oh, that would be cool.
That'll probably happen in the Black Panther movie. In fact, I'll bet you Claw is one of the sub villains in the Black Panther movie, because I know the main villain is probably
Warmonger.
Gorilla, the Gorilla King, whatever his name is,
It says Warmonger is.
Warmonger.
I think that is the.
But I'll bet Claw shows up with his new vibranium arm.
I bet Man-Ape will be in it though.
Man-Ape, that's who it was. I like Man-Ape on my sandwiches. Oh wait, that's mayonnaise.
Hey, Slice 'em, I'm gonna send you some pictures of this Moon Girl
Oh,
if you want to see it.
well, of course. John McKenzie says, "Bulldog, are you vaping?" Of course he is.
Of course I am. I try to hold it away as much as I can, though.
Hey, what's up, Vladimir? Way to sneak in here. He says, "What's up, SlycemGaming and the rest of the crew?"
Yeah, I said hi to him. I saw him.
Oh, good. Dom says, "Bulldog, what's that movie you were talking about?"
It's called What's Your Number? It's a typical rom-com with, like I said, Anna Faris and Chris Evans are the main stars, but the real hoot about it is Chris Pratt, the guy who plays Star-Lord, who's her real-life husband. He's very, very funny in it. She broken up with him, and then she runs into him several times, and every time it gets weirder and weirder, and towards the end, she like accidentally storms into his wedding to his new fiance, and by this point, she's messed with him a couple of times accidentally, and he's just like, "Oh, come on!" Like she walked in, like she was there to ruin his wedding. It's pretty funny. Vladimir asks if you got cable in the last arena.
No, I did not.
Did you go for him?
No, I did not.
There you go.
Hey,
Willow says Frojo just sent you pictures of him dressed as Moon Girl.
Sweet. Those are
Oh,
gonna be,
yeah.
Those are going to be so
Oh
hot.
yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. Cannot wait.
Yeah, I almost said something when he said he was going to send you some pictures, and you sounded like you got excited and then got a little sad there for a second.
Yeah.
I was going to say, oh, Frojo's Slice of sad because he thought it was going to be pictures of something else.
I was looking forward to it, and then it let me down.
Sad face.
It's got Devil Dinosaur in there.
I saw that.
Nice. No, Curtis, vibranium is not stronger than adamantium when talking about just a sheer power scale, but vibranium is a more useful metal. It's the second strongest metal in the Marvel Universe, and it has the ability to absorb massive amounts of kinetic or sonic energy. So adamantium, if you want to look at it this way, like adamantium is like steel, and vibranium is like a soft metal that has power but also has the ability to absorb blows. So vibranium, like the upside of vibranium is if you had a shield made out of vibranium, you could shoot it with a bazooka and it would not launch you backwards. The vibranium would absorb all of the kinetic energy from the missile blast. Whereas adamantium, the missile would hit it, it would be completely unscathed, but you would feel the impact and probably get launched back 100 feet from the impact damage of the missile. It's called Skittles. A friend of mine makes it because I have very particular tastes. I only like certain flavors, and I like my VG levels to be at a certain level, so I have to have it custom made.
Stream's getting weird, Haitian says.
Stream's getting weird? Come on, man, Haitian, you've been around.
Come on
This
now.
stream's always weird.
You know what's weird? Is we've ran probably the same 70 to 80, 90 people just kind of coming in and out, and I can't get any of them to bring anybody else in here. Go get some friends. We're stuck at 729. I'm stuck. 729. Get us another subscriber or two. You all are going to make me cry. No, I'm just kidding. I won't cry. I don't think.
Yeah, Jacob says that's why he loves the idea behind Black Panther's new vibranium suit. Yeah, exactly.
His
Like
new suit's
that's going to
awesome.
give him a huge advantage.
It is. The new Black Panther suit is amazing. Looks super.
Looks really good, too.
I was just gonna say it even looks super awesome. I am stoked about all the movies coming out. Cannot wait.
I'm excited for Thor Ragnarok. It looks so fun.
It
Like,
Oh, cool. Jacob says he finally watched those Pete Holmes X-Men videos. Weren't those funny?
Those
Are
are
really good.
hilarious.
And what is a motorcycle made out of? Tubes. Tubes, really? Glass. Yeah, tubes and glass, yes. You're not all there, are you? I'm not all here. You're just repeating what I'm saying, aren't you? Am I just repeating what you're saying? You know, I could wipe out your mind with a thought, but it wouldn't be fair. It'd be like pistol whipping a blind kid. Joshua says, what do you guys dislike about Spider-Man MM? What do you think about him? I'm not sure what MM is.
I think that's Miles Morales.
Spider-Man Miles Morales. About the champion in the game or about the character? John, I think they'll do one of two things. I think they'll do either a U.S. agent type deal where... See, here's the thing is, I don't know if Cap's going to go the Nomad route. Is he going to go the U.S. agent route? Is he going to go, just like no costume at all? I think it'll definitely be a round shield again. Chris Evans really was the one who figured out how Cap would be throwing that shield. Yeah, that kind of underhanded frisbee style that he uses. I don't see them going away from that. So I think they're going to go with another round shield, and what it's made out of, either they're going to go. I mean, I don't think they're going to go the vibranium route. I really don't know because. Black Panther is the only real source of vibranium, and he was, squarely on Tony's side. But he did take Winter Soldier in to help him at the end. So, actually, it very well could be a vibranium shield. The more I talk about it, the more convinced I am that'll happen.
Or we could see his energy shield like Coulson has an Agent's shield. Because, Wakanda is the most advanced technology
Right.
civilization in the world.
I don't think so. I think more likely we'd see a vibranium shield.
Here would be my question. You were talking about the different types of Captain Americas that we've had.
U.S. agent, Nomad, etc.
Right. Which one do you think we're going to get?
Well, I've seen that one, not quite a screenshot, but just like the still of Chris with the big beard and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of think we're going to get a Nomad, but without the stupid-ass costume. Because that Nomad costume was horrible. That yellow and blue thing with the little cape and the round discs. I mean, that was definitely an 80s, 90s type costume. So I think we're going to be, the man without a country kind of a situation. I think we're going to get, because the U.S. agent one was, when he was asked to step down, and they brought John Walker in to be Cap, like the government was running it like a business. And I don't think that's the situation. I think we're more of a, man without a country type thing. So Nomad makes the most sense to me. I'm Cap all the way, Jason. Always have been. Cap's one of my favorite characters, and I really believe that Cap represents free speech and represents, avoiding oversight by committee. So since the very first Civil War, I've always supported Cap's position. I haven't seen it yet, Jacob. Shut up. I'm not going to give you my thoughts because I haven't seen it. What's up, Slade? How you doing? Yeah, John agrees with me. He thinks it's going to be Nomad Cap.
Yeah.
Deathstroke is DC R31.
Well, he was saying that to Slade Wilson, who just logged in ahead of him.
Oh, I gotcha. Is Slade Wilson Deathstroke? Is that his real name?
Slade Wilson is
okay.
Deathstroke.
I have taste. I don't read DC, so.
John Walker was U.S. agent.
John Walker became U.S. agent after he stepped down as Cap. He was killed as U.S. agent.
Oh, okay.
He was killed, I think, by some radical extremist, white supremacist group, if I remember correctly. I remember he battled Flag Smasher a couple of times, but Cap was asked to step down. They brought John Walker in. He was Cap, but then he went, bat crap crazy, and I think he might have killed somebody or really severely beat someone, and so he stepped down as Cap, and he took up the mantle of U.S. agent for a while, and he basically worked as kind of a black operative for the government. He didn't have the temperament to be out front as Captain America, but he still had, super soldier serum, and he still had all the training and everything. So, and then I think he was killed with a shotgun.
Yeah, it looks like he was Captain America, then Super Patriot, Captain America, and then U.S. Agent again, or something like that.
Yeah, I forgot about Super Patriot. That's right, in between. Like I said, I think he died as U.S. Agent. And Cap went from being Cap to U.S. Agent to Nomad, and then I think back to Cap. Was he paralyzed? I thought he was killed. I'm going to look that up. I just have this image from like the Marvel Book of the Dead where I thought I saw him getting shotgunned in the stomach and dying. But maybe he just, I want to like the Lego movies, man, but I just can't bring myself to do it.
What?
U.S. Agent.
I love the Lego
Yeah,
movies.
I can't get into it, man. I don't know what it is.
It's a shame. They're so funny.
I should like it in theory. Yeah, Super Patriot. God, I forgot about that Dolph Lundgren looking costume. That was crazy.
Oh yeah.
It looks
Yeah,
like
I guess he must have survived then, because he went on to be in the Invaders, the new Invaders, and he was with Force Works. I remember that too. Back in action.
While you're reading, Jason.
Yeah,
Jason,
it looks like he lost his limbs
lived.
and stuff too.
Jason says, I would stand on Cap's side also, but I like Black Widow so deadly. She is so hot, dude. LOL. It's a good reason to think about what side you're going to join.
Right. Like which side has the hottest chicks?
Yeah.
That's how we get R31's loyalty. If there's ever like an armed insurrection, as long as we got like ScarJo and a couple hotties on our side, R31 will fight to the death for us.
Yes. You just got to have a couple of hot chicks, and R31 will definitely be there. He'll be loyal through and through.
I love Dolph Lundgren too. That guy is, if you don't know, he has like 3 advanced degrees. I think he has a PhD in like biochemistry or chemical engineering or something. Like he is a super genius, which is crazy. Like Peter Weller has a PhD, but it's in like Italian Renaissance art. But yeah, Dolph Lundgren is a legit genius. Just like Mayim Bialik, who was on Blossom and now she's on Big Bang Theory. She has a PhD in, I think, biochemistry.
Yeah, it appears John Walker went missing. He's just now missing in the all different Marvel storyline.
Okay.
Like he was talking with Captain America, and then before Captain America, like he goes, because he's Hydra now, right?
Right.
Something happened between them two, I'm guessing, and then now he's just missing.
Maybe they're going to bring him back as part of the bringing down Cap storyline.
Maybe.
Curtis says I heard they were going to do
Scrolls.
Yeah, the old cop out. Curtis says I heard they're going to do a lot with the reality gem in Infinity War. Any thoughts, ideas? Well, I think they're going to use all the gems in Infinity War. I think that's kind of the point, is that he's going to be assembling the gauntlet. So, Adam, are you talking about Dolph Lundgren or Mayim Bialik? Because if Dolph Lundgren, I want to say was like, maybe it was. Now I know that the guitarist from Queen, he's got a PhD in astrophysics. What's his name? With the long hair. His name's blanking on me. But I know Mayim Bialik is either biochemistry or it's something to do with the biological sciences. And I could have sworn Dolph Lundgren was like biochemical engineering or something along those lines.
Did you see Carlos Garcia?
PhD in neuroscience.
Carlos Garcia says, dude, I would let Scarlet Witch take advantage of me anytime. All right, calm down. Refugee was right. It's getting weird around here.
Yeah, just hope she doesn't get pregnant with 2 babies that are actually the souls of demons she summoned up from Mephistopheles' realm, who she then raises as her children. I
Shoot.
wouldn't touch Scarlet Witch with Vision Wiener.
Scarlet Witch could just whisper in your head, thinking you're doing all the things that you think that you're doing, and you're actually just sitting in a corner.
Yeah, she could just go. She could whisper in your ear and go, "No more Woodies," and then you never get a Woody ever again.
Yeah, that's
it.
That's the wife you don't. You know, like they say, happy wife, happy life. They ain't playing when it comes to Scarlet Witch. You better make sure.
Ooh,
she
that's
stays
a good theory, Super A. Do you think Scarlet Witch will gain her reality warping powers in Infinity War? That's a good possibility with the reality gem. Yeah. You know, because Vision is being powered by one of the gems, and she and Vision are in love. So, yeah, I'll dial it down, Slade. That's a good point. It was getting a little weird there. It's R31's fault. Blame him.
Always R31.
Yeah. I was thinking of the No More Mutants thing, where she just whispered "No more mutants," and then almost all the mutants disappeared.
That was brutal. And it
Yeah.
really was the tipping point for Cyclops, too. I mean, that's when nobody liked Cyclops to begin with, but that's when he just went kind of off the rocker and did a lot of things you would never expect to see him do.
Yeah.
So
Danica McKellar is the girl who played Winnie Cooper. She is, she's a mathematician. I don't know if she has a PhD. I think she just has a master's. But she has written a number of books on mathematics.
such an odd thing to write a book about.
So I was Googling Quake's mom's name, and one of the dancers in Iron Man's, like, you know how they had those dancers, the flashback when he was, one of the dancers' name was Quake's mom's name. I don't know if if that's just a nod, or they're saying that's actually her mom in the MCU. But the thing is supposedly the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the MCU movies are connected, so maybe it was just a nod.
By the way, IMAX says, Frojo, did you see the shout-out you got in Rich the Man's MCOC news video today?
Yeah, I saw it.
Well, who was the other person he was talking about?
I don't know. I don't even know who the other person was.
At first I thought it was Jacob, because it sounded like he said Schaefer, but I could be wrong. Caleb, do you think all the Avengers die in Infinity War except like one brings them back to life? Do you think they will bring back Quicksilver? No and no.
Hulk says they all die.
Really?
Yeah, the guy who plays Hulk on the panel, he said, we all die.
It would give him a chance to start fresh with new actors.
Yeah, did you see the interview?
That's probably them just messing with our minds.
Well, did you?
Yes, my name. His name is Mastermind. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say there was an interview with Hulk and
Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, and Falcon. Or I think was it Falcon or I think it was Falcon.
Ruffalo and Anthony Mackie.
I think so.
And one of the directors or something.
Yeah, but no, it was just those two. They're sitting there and they're asking him, and he's like, "Can we say that?" And it's so funny because he looks over and he's like, "Can we say that?" Yeah, so most of us die or whatever it is he says, and you can see he's like, "What? What are you doing? Like, shut up! What are you saying?" So
that would be a great chance for Scarlet Witch to get the reality gem and change reality so they're all not dead.
Or they're all Skrulls.
No, they're not all Skrulls. We do know that the Guardians already have a third movie planned, so if they die, they ain't staying dead. I can tell you that much.
Well, there's a new movie for all of them. Spider-Man's got another movie. Then you got Captain Marvel. Well, that's
Curtis points out that Ruffalo said the same thing about Age of Ultron. So I have a feeling. No, it's not Don Cheadle, Haitian. It's not Don. Oh, that's War Machine.
Oh, that's who it was. Yeah, he was with War Machine.
Okay, yeah. So Don Cheadle. Yeah, Anthony Mackie is Falcon.
My bad. Forgot which guy it was.
Fury is a goner. Well, that's a given. Yeah,
No,
no
he's
doubt
not.
about it.
He's still in there. He's coming back. He's been
Nah, they're gonna
investigating
kill
what
him.
happened to the Red Skull. He's already
Mhm.
leaked it. Samuel L. Jackson did when he did King Kong, whatever it was.
Skull Island.
Skull
Kong
Island.
Skull Island. Yeah, that looks good. I haven't seen it. I'd like to though.
You could tell, like, after he said half of it, he was like, suck, I was not supposed to. You could see it in his face as he said it. And he was like, oh, I'm going to get in trouble for this one. I already know. Because he got like halfway through the sentence, and his face was like, well, I got to finish the sentence, but I'm in trouble.
That's funny.
That's funny. Now that's comedy.
It's so funny, like all these actors, they do other movies, but when they do these other movies, they get asked about Avengers, about what's going on in the Marvel. You don't really see that. Like, they're interviewing someone for the Avenger movie. They don't ask them, hey, what is Ghost in the Shell going like for you?
Yeah. Nobody cares. The MCU has like such a huge dedicated fan base, you know. Yeah, nobody's at the Avengers interview and then saying, so Scarlett Johansson, what was it like working on Lucy? Nobody cares. Movie came out, it's done. Yeah.
Not a bad little chunk of shards there. I did the those two trails. I got 38 shards and 4 of the 1300 ISO. So, but 38 4-star shards, that's really not bad. Again, that's 2 for every energy that I spent. So that's not a bad run. So I don't know.
Highly unlikely, Haitian. Slade, I don't believe so. Although I do believe there's a possibility that they could cameo in an MCU film.
Yeah.
From what I've heard,
that looks good, Adam.
The Defenders are listed on the roster for Infinity War.
The Defenders are? Interesting.
The Defenders, yeah.
Well, let's take a look.
Probably just be a little blurb of something happening on Earth while they're out of... You know, because who's going to watch New York while they're off in space?
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, they'll probably just get a small cameo.
That's what I think, too.
32 minutes, maybe. They get a scene or something.
Yep.
Like Tony calls them, talks to them.
Yeah, like, hey, it's Tony. We're going to be out of town. Watch the city. Make sure to lock up when you're done.
And then he calls the Punisher, don't blow anything up.
Tells him where he hides all the good guns. Hey, we're going to be off the Earth for about a week. All the good stuff is under the mat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They'll be protecting Earth while the real heroes are off doing the real work in space.
Well, time out. Just out of curiosity, maybe I'm missing something here, but I'm scrolling through. I'm on IDBM, and I'm looking at the cast, and Yondu is still cast for Infinity War.
Huh. Maybe a flashback?
Maybe.
Yeah, because you still got the Guardians in there, so...
Unstable man. I am 417 PHCs without a 4-star. So you getting 10 2-stars does not surprise me in any way, shape, or form.
And then you got Thanos that could tempt any single person to try to... I'll bring someone back to life. I have the Infinity Gauntlet.
That's right. Well, not only that, his girlfriend is Death. So it's like, all I got to do is call my girl and say, yo, undead that guy. And boom, he's undeaded.
So we could see Quicksilver. We could see Yondu. We could see somebody come back.
Here's what we're seeing. They've got Spider-Man, Valkyrie as rumored, Black Widow, Nebula, Loki, Peter Dinklage, but they're not saying who he's going to be. And that's rumored. Thor, Maria Hill, again rumored. Captain America, Stephen Strange, Iron Man, Star-Lord, Scarlet Witch. We got Groot, Nick Fury, rumored again. Thanos, Gamora, Winter Soldier, Vision, Mantis, Rocket the Raccoon, Ant-Man, the Hulk, Hawkeye, Black Panther, the Collector, Drax, Yondu. Now, Yondu is rumored. It's a rumored. I scrolled in here. I went to the full thing, but it's rumored for Yondu.
Could be resurrected.
Yep. What is this? Okoye or whatever from Black Panther, the chick. His right hand.
Okoye.
Yep.
Shuri? Shuri?
Koye or whatever.
It could be that they leave Spider-Man in charge of New York, and then like, hey, if you need help, I know these people down in Hell's Kitchen.
You haven't seen the trailer, have you?
No, I haven't. Is he going to space with him?
Yeah, I think so. Well, Thanos comes to Earth.
It looks like Thanos comes to Earth.
Yeah, he does.
Is what the trailer looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
Then we got Falcon, Wong. There's 2 people listed as Rocket Raccoon. Not real sure on that. War Machine.
Is one of them Bradley Cooper?
Bradley Cooper and Sean Gunn.
Sean Gunn is the director's brother. He's the guy who gets Yondu's arrow at the end of the second Guardians of the Galaxy. That's Sean Gunn.
Okay, well, he's listed as Rocket on here.
Weird.
War Machine. We got Sally. Let's see. Now I got Pedestrians. So, yeah, that's it. That's all the heroes they have listed so far.
I don't think we know that yet, Haitian refugee. I don't think they've explained how Hulk got there.
Yeah, so far there's been no...
Oh, Ultimate Wallcrawler. You are probably 100% right. Peter Dinklage is probably Pip the Troll. Good call.
What?
Pip the Troll is probably who Peter Dinklage is. Pip the Troll is a cosmic character from the Marvel Universe. He smokes a cigar. He's a friend of Adam Warlock's.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That would be a
just gonna
perfect role for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sean Gunn is
Steven,
the stand-in for
it's a
Rocket
rumor,
during the
yeah.
CGI. That makes
I
sense.
gotcha. Okay, fair enough.
I know how the Hulk's going to get there. The Grandmaster came to Earth, or his thugs came to Earth, they captured him, and they teleported back, and erased his memory.
Yeah, something like that.
Makes sense.
Yep, because remember his plane or whatever crashed over the ocean? They teleported there, got him, and left. And then his thing crashed because there's no pilot, even though it was on autopilot. I'm sure there was a struggle, so it crashed. Hulk probably took a couple with him.
Alright, guys, we're going to give us another 10-minute run here, and then we'll call it for tonight, I think. Man, I say that. We got 61 people. You know what? Screw it. We're if people want to hang out, we'll hang out until I probably... Well, okay, maybe not until I pass out. So we got a little while to go. We'll keep running for a bit here. We've got a good turnout,
All right,
so...
I'm going to go fill my water bottle. I'll be right back.
Sounds good. And again, guys, listen, if you're new, do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter as well at SlycemGaming. Steven says the Black Order is in there too, right? Yeah, from what we understand, that's going to be in there.
It's going to be crazy.
At one point, they said over 30 heroes are going to be fighting on screen at one time. That's insane. I just can't wait to see how it all ties in, where it all goes. I hate that we have to wait, but so be it.
I hate that we have to wait for the part 2.
I know.
But the thing is, like, Infinity War isn't far off, but then we got to wait for the second movie of it. So.
Yeah. Well, you know, and the thing about it is there's a part of me that says, you know, why don't you just go ahead and just have these both already made, ready to go? Let's just drop it at the same time.
6-hour movie. Let's do it.
Let's make it happen. Drop Faith said, I tried to get Brian to tweet your link, but think he's struggling to get himself on still. Oh, well, if he does, that would be great. I'd appreciate it. Let him know. We definitely appreciate any help. And again, we're pushing for that 1,000 subscriber mark, so maybe we'll get there. Carlos says, so Thor crashes into the Guardians in the trailer. Yeah, it doesn't look good for Thor.
It looks like he's dead.
Oh man, you can tell he's been beaten.
Did you see it? Have
Yeah.
you seen the trailer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It looks like he's dead.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because at first you're going to have these guys all spread out, and then eventually they're all going to just come together, and put it together. So
It kind of sucks that we already know that because it's going to kind of spoil the end of Thor Ragnarok. Something's going to happen to Thor at the end. We know that already.
maybe not, because like Adam Marco said, there could be a movie in between. Thor could
Nope,
show up
they
somewhere
said-
else.
They said that that scene that we saw in the trailer, that's immediately following Thor Ragnarok.
Well, okay, smarty pants. Andres Neres says Loki most likely beat him after. Yeah, makes sense.
No, I don't think so either.
Wrong answer.
It's gonna be crazy because here's the thing: if Thor has just gotten whooped that bad, then Thor Ragnarok couldn't have ended on a good note.
Thanos must show up, or maybe one of the Black Order people show up, and I don't know.
But because you see what I'm saying there? I mean, if that's the case, then you've got as Guardian Empire is basically demolished as Thor's getting his butt thrown out the gate.
Loki could turn against him because in the trailer it shows Loki holding the Tesseract again. So
Yeah. I don't know.
you give Loki a little bit of power, it goes to his head. He thinks he can rule everything.
Well, that's Loki for you.
But at the same time, I don't see him launching Thor through space.
I can't say I really do either, but
Especially after it looks like in this movie they're going to work side by side for most of it.
I think they have to.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe Thor does something, some sort of sacrifice at the end, and it puts him, like somebody said here, basically to sleep. He knocks himself out, and he just goes tumbling, rumbling, bumbling through space, and just happens to land on the windshield here.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe he falls out of one of those tunnel things.
Yeah.
Maybe he was teleporting through the Rainbow Bridge, and Rainbow Bridge gets destroyed, so it stops him.
Mid path, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Anything's possible. Just like
There's a lot of rumors going around about Thor, because if you saw the last Thor trailer at the end of it, he's all like super powered,
oh yeah.
and some people are saying that he absorbed the Odin force into his body, so he doesn't need the hammer now. So,
Well, from my understanding, he never needed the hammer. The hammer was a focal point for him.
yeah, it's like a gift from his father, basically.
Yeah.
His father put the Odin force into the hammer, so people are saying maybe the Odin force is now that the hammer's destroyed, maybe it transferred just into Thor.
That's possible. Definitely possible.
Bulldog, you there?
I think he had to go do something real quick.
Yeah, but he popped in a second ago, so I thought maybe he was back. I was going to ask him what did he think about that.
Oh, that's right. He went to go get water. I was like, what did he go do? Hey, what's up, Eternal Warrior 2? Good seeing you again, buddy. Adam Marcos says Thor went full on Raiden in that one scene.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
pretty cool.
he can what Jacob's saying is true, but I don't know. It looked like he was on a whole nother power level that we've never seen Thor on.
Well, yeah, but
He didn't. He looked like he was electrified.
yeah, well,
It didn't look like he was just summoning lightning. It looked like he was all powerful Thor, Rune Thor, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, here,
There's a Rune Thor.
what's crazy is I don't think we've even begun to see Thor touch his potential. I mean, he should be by far one of the most powerful champions or characters in all the movies, and yet he's always been that guy that's just kind of like, meh, he's there, but he doesn't do near what you think he would do. I don't know. We'll see. I need to tell you, I hate grinding stuff out. Like, that's the one thing I absolutely hate about this game sometimes. But, here I am grinding some more 4-star shards. Figure if I can grind enough of them, that'll be some extra crystals to pop, which will mean extra 4 stars. More importantly, will also mean some extra 5-star crystals, more than likely, so I can go after my Doc Ock or Green Goblin. Because that's where it's going to be. So, Frojo, let me ask you this. Out of Doc Ock and Green Goblin so far, which one would you rather have? Right now.
Doc Ock.
Huh? Doc Ock?
Doc Ock. The only thing that's going to change my mind is once they're coming. Once I see like it's going to come down to when they come out and we see everything in action.
That's true.
But as of right now, Doc Ock.
Mm-hmm.
Saiyan Blue, Thor Super Saiyan Blue.
Yeah, and according to... Wait a minute.
Yeah, Adam Marco's correct. The older the Asgardians get, the stronger they become.
Correct. He also said true. Thor, I believe, holds back a lot. Yeah.
Well, no, I don't think that Thor holds back. I think Marvel, the studio, is held back on Thor.
Yeah, but go back and even look at some of the cartoons. Or not cartoons, the comics. Thor was never like this big, let me go throw my hammer down and watch what I can do.
Yeah, he never was a big show-off type of character.
No.
I mean, he was, but he wasn't.
I felt he held back a lot. I mean, for all the things he could do, and you see the things he does at certain times, you're like, okay, well, why didn't you do that earlier? Like, this battle would have been over so much faster. What are you dragging your feet for, you know?
So I just watched the trailer, the Infinity War trailer, the SDCC one, and I just watched Emergency Awesome's review on it,
Yeah,
and
that's what it was.
yeah, I like him, and yeah, I think Secret Invasion is exactly what's going to follow the Avengers movie.
Yeah, it's just crazy that you're talking about the second Infinity War movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you trust? Wubba wubba wubba, who do you trust? Me? I'm here giving away free money. And where, yes, where is the Batman? He's at home, washing his tights.
So, with all that going on, we have this Captain Marvel movie. It's going to take place in the 90s. Does that mean she loses?
Ooh.
Captain Marvel? I don't know. Could be.
and then it looks like Agents of Shield. They're in space, so we got Sword. It looks like instead
Right.
of Agents of Shield, it's gonna be Agents of Sword. So
Caleb here.
it's gonna be interesting.
Caleb says, I'm interested to see what the game will look like during Infinity War. Yeah, that
Probably a Super Thanos destroying everybody.
I'm anxious to see what the game's gonna look like. It'll be cool.
Maybe when they do Infinity War, that'll be when they finally release Thanos as a 4 and 5 star.
Oh yeah, that's quite possible.
Man,
Good times. Good
But
times.
a new version with the Infinity Gauntlet as a boss, only boss character with the gauntlet, but we get the version without the gauntlet.
that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'd be in on that.
I'm down with that.
I'm down with that.
What if they bring back Coulson? That'd be cool. I really like Clark Gregg.
Yeah,
I like the character.
I've always felt like it was kind of weird that he was the director of Shield, but he never like showed back up in the movies at all.
I agree with that.
Thought it was a little weird.
Yeah, well, they kill him off in the first Avengers, and then he transfers to TV. It does seem odd. Well, I mean, he's off dealing with other stuff, so I kind of get it.
Hey, take care,
Yeah,
Super A.
but he's
Thanks
the
for stepping
director
in.
of Shield.
Yeah, we get the crappy Thanos. Yeah, there'll probably be another version that's just like mediocre. Your stream seems frozen, SlycemGaming.
What? I'm showing
It is for me.
I'm showing it's still going on mine.
I'll try rebooting. Oh, now I'm getting audio again. Dang it. Hang on.
Extreme Will says
There we go.
he didn't want to mess with the Avengers' heads. Oh, talking about Coulson coming back. You know, that would make sense. Like, could you imagine coming back? What the superheroes would think?
Yeah, especially since his death is what united them. And that would create all sorts of questions for Fury. I mean, they already don't trust him.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
That would be bad news.
Adam says Dark Reign would be awesome. That's why Fox needs to let go of Wolverine. Yeah, not going to happen.
Yeah, I wish. A Willow saying the stream is good. Same with Jacob. Dom says, I wish the Thanos and MCOC had his gauntlet.
Yeah, but then it'd be like Thanos' power. Hit the attack button and you automatically win. Like, where's the fun in that?
No, but you could do all sorts of little different combos, give different power-ups and stuff. It would be kind of interesting.
Summon flaming comets from the sky.
Yeah. Why not?
Man, I am loving Dormammu the more I play with him. I really wish I had taken him to 550. As much as I love my Magic at rank 5, he is just great. Yeah, you guys totally called it. I mean, just the power drain on the medium every time, like, they're 3/4 dead before they even reach 1 bar of power. It's awesome. Plus the double immunity. Like, if I dupe him, I would probably take him to 550 before I take Magic to rank 4, I think. Just because he's so great. I don't remember Dark Reign. I don't remember what that's about. Yeah, that Cap shield got destroyed, and we saw Hela destroy Mjolnir. It's a bad time to be a mystic artifact, or just an artifact.
Yeah, it is not good. It is not good.
What are you working on, Sly? Out of curiosity.
I am literally sitting here just farming these 4-star crystal shards. The way I see
How
it,
close are you?
I don't know. All I know is that the way I see it, if you're getting 2 shards for every energy spent, it's a pretty good ratio.
It's not bad. Not bad.
So,
Haitian says, I noticed something on Marvel Insider yesterday. They're calling the show Gifted about mutants on Fox, a Marvel show. Yeah, I mean, I think Fox, and when it comes to the X-Men, and I think Fox is playing nicely. They just don't have any interest in introducing those characters. And why should they? Neither side would benefit from it, really. You know, the X-Men is a very self-contained, well-done universe. There's no reason to bring it into the MCU. Like I said, no, cui bono, who benefits? And in that situation, really, neither of them does. Yeah, Bullseye's on my list, Wallcrawler. That's a guy I would love to see in here. Not the Daredevil movie Colin Farrell retarded Bullseye, but like a real good Bullseye. Yeah, Curtis, me too. Like I'm going after X-23 just to dupe her. But I'm gonna go hard at the Dormammu one.
You want to know some good news?
What's that?
I've already got mine duped. Woo!
And it's 550. I know. Congratulations.
Oh, and
You're
it's
special.
Sig 99 now.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Although he's one of those champs, the more I play with him, it would be hard to use him on defense because he's so good on offense too. You know. He's just a really, really good champ.
He is. I think that signature ability really pushes him over on defense.
Yeah, when you get that... that degen makes him so good on defense. So Dark Reign was after the Skrull invasion. I'll look that up. I brought up Bullseye earlier. He could be the crit rate king. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And like I said, I'm a huge fan of Bullseye. I've had him tattooed on my back for 24 years. So, I would love to see him. Jason Statham as Bullseye. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be down with that.
Allison, who hasn't said a word, like I didn't even know she was still in here. I figured she'd passed out, says, "Good for you at SlycemGaming, LOL." I feel like she's hating.
Yeah, with your Dormammu. Exactly. Except you didn't read it right. It should be, good for you. Aren't you special? Look at me. I have a R5 Dormammu. Meh, meh, meh. I'm so special. That's what I think she meant. Right, Allison? Am I totally reading that right?
She's a hater.
She's a hater. Yeah, absolutely. We all know it. Hater.
Oh, another 30
Yeah,
shots.
I have... I love Bullseye, bro. Like I said, I got a tattoo of him when I was 16 years old, and it was terrible. I paid this guy who lived in my apartment complex 2 cases of beer and a small baggie of weed to do it, and it was terrible. I had to go a couple of years later. I had to go to a professional and have it like touched up, and even then, it still didn't look that great. You know, and now it's almost 25 years old, so my Archangel tattoo looks way better.
Adam says Jason Statham would make a good Bullseye since he had the knives in that one movie. That was The Expendables. Yep.
I have not seen it.
He actually wanted to be the part, but he was not happy because they said that they CG'd a lot of their stunt scenes and stuff, and he wasn't happy about that, so he turned the part down or something.
In
something
what?
Like that.
Bullseye.
For Bullseye.
Oh, being Bullseye because he didn't want to do the deal with the CG crap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting. But stupid. I drank the haterade.
Yeah.
Says Allison. Very nice.
Very rude, Allison.
Interestingly enough, Gatorade is called Gatorade because it was invented at the University of Florida.
Yep.
Or excuse me, Florida State.
No, Florida.
Right? No, University of Florida. I was right the first time, yeah.
With the Gators. Get the chomp
That's
on.
right. My sister-in-law graduated. She's a Gator. graduated from there. She is a geneticist, which is amazing because my brother is dumb as a bag of hammers. No, I'm just kidding. My brother's very smart, just in unconventional ways. My brother got all the artistic talent. Like, if you combine the two of us, we'd be like the perfect person. He's thin and tall, and he can play like 13 instruments, and he can sing, and he's got amazing art talent. And I got all of the right brain stuff, like mathematics, physics, chemistry, all of that stuff. So if you could squeeze us together, you could have like the perfect uber male, the Superman. Statham is an adrenaline junkie, so I can see him doing that. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, Eternal Warrior. I certainly don't see Dorm going for under 5'5". I mean, I know we've seen kind of a downward trend recently, and I'm a little surprised by Gwenpool's second. But I think Dormammu is the champ. Yeah, Haitian. That's funny because that's where they live now. She works. She does work off and on for Ohio State. So my sister-in-law's two colleges I think that's where she did her master's was at Ohio State. So they live actually like 8 blocks from campus. My brother tells me every time there's a football game at Ohio State, he wants to stick a pistol in his mouth because his whole neighborhood is basically ruined.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, it's terrible because that's a real football school. I mean, Ohio State has been very successful.
They're real good.
Ooh, R31 thinks that you should dress as different Marvel characters for the streams.
I saw that. Sometimes I sit here and I wonder where R31 comes up with this stuff. Like, I don't know about R31, man.
Yeah, he's a good dude, but he's a little touched by the angels, as we like to say.
Welcome back, my name. Good seeing you back, man.
Yeah, I agree with that statement. My name's a good dude, if he's a dude.
Either way, we like my name.
Yeah. Bulldog or not, is it okay to mix Bullseye and Black Bulldog?
No, he's saying it is okay.
No, it's not okay. I was going to say, I mean, it's okay if you want me to, reach through this computer and smack you in the mouth. Sure, go ahead. Greg Lehman says living in Columbus is not living at all. Yeah, that's where my brother lives, Columbus. That's where the school is. Dom's trying to get under Bulldog or not skin. Yeah, it's working. Yeah, it's working. You just keep poking the bear. See what happens. R31, I'd like to see Sly in a Spider-Man suit. I think he meant Spider-Girl. That's what R31 wants to see.
Ooh.
Wants to see you in Spider-Girl suit. In fact, my sister-in-law just got a new tattoo. It's the heart-shaped, the Spider-Man heart from like the issue where he and Mary Jane got married. It's that real famous. So it's a heart, but it's got like it looks like Spider-Man's face in it. She just got that as a tattoo recently. Eternal Warrior says the 5,000 shards and the T4 basic in this month's calendar is awesome. I agree. My name says, yeah, Bulldog, just like Tom Cruise in War of the Worlds. Between my brother and I, we know all the answers. That's true between my brother and I because we have such wide range of knowledge, the things I know, the things he knows, and when we get together, our family hates it because he also has a memory for media like I do. So we will, every time a situation happens, we'll think of the same movie quote, and we'll both know it. And half the time we won't even say it; we'll just start laughing because we both know we're thinking of the same thing. So. Or we'll annoy everyone around us by quoting. We'll do whole segments like the scene from Pulp Fiction where they're in the diner, the whole pork thing. Like we'll just start doing that. We'll each do a role, and it's my wife hates it so much. Suggested path for running 526 for the first time. They all suck, Curtis. So I wouldn't recommend the path on the right with the power lock that locks you at 1. That was really hard. That was the one I did because I didn't bother to read anything.
All right. Time out. We got a question for the group here.
Okay.
Let's see what you guys think. Do I go ahead and take Thor to 550? Or do I go ahead and move Agent Venom or Hawkeye up to level 2 as a 5-star?
Well, I mean, that's kind of two different things because one uses skill catalysts. You're not going to use any class cats to do that, whereas you're going to need 3 cosmic cats on Thor. Do you have any cosmic 5-stars right now?
Hyperion.
You have a 5-star Hyperion?
No. These are the Thor is 4-star.
Right, I know that.
Okay.
I'm asking, do you have any cosmic 5-stars?
Oh no.
Okay, then I would take Thor to 550. I cannot stress how good 550 Thor is. You know, like the Collector. That's how I got through the Collector, was Thor. Because I just, you could do so much damage. You get 1 or 2 armor breaks. You get that stun loop. I think it's like an 85% chance to stun on that L1. And it gives them an armor break. And when you're dealing with somebody where you can't use a lot of, like, creativity because they just kill you so quick, Thor is my number 1 damage output champ, bar none. It's not even close. I would Hyperion is great, but in my opinion, Thor is the number 1 damage dealer in the game, even better than Hulk, because Hulk, you need to get him down, and like when you're fighting the Collector, there's no down. There's not hit and dead. There's not a whole lot of down. So I would absolutely, if you don't have a 5-star like me, like with a 5-star Drax that you're saving up for, take that Thor to 550. I cannot stress it enough. What's amazing, Ultimate Wallcrawler? 3 million good for Cable. Not even close, Cosmic Space Bub. Cable is not worth a generic either, I can tell you that.
No.
Vladimir, you are wrong. Vladimir, he does have Hyperion, but his Hyperion is already 550. Right?
Yeah, Hyperion is there, so.
Yeah, then I would definitely do Thor. I wouldn't at Cosmic. Yeah, Space Bub, just grind the second arena. Yeah, I would not use a generic. I would use a class specific on Cable if I didn't have X-23, Rogue, Iceman, Wolverine, or Archangel. That's the only way I would use a class specific even on Cable, is if I didn't have any of those I needed to do. Yeah, Adam, I agree. That Thor 550 is my number 1 champ. Plain and simple. Used to be Vision because of power control, but with some of the things we're facing, like in 5.2, it is Thor all the way. R31, I got a question. Duped Black Panther worth rank 345? Yes. If you don't have Gwenpool, in my opinion, he's the second best bleeder behind Gwenpool. You don't get all the other benefits, but it could be forever or never till you get a 5-star Gwenpool. So if you don't have another rank 3, because a rank 345 will be super useful on Road to the Labyrinth. Not as good as Gwenpool because you don't get the other benefits, but very, very useful. How do you have 16 rewards still to pick up? How do you do that? How? I don't get it.
Let's see what we got. Ooh.
Oh my god, it drives me insane.
Look, we got some 4-star shards.
So yes, R31 I totally would.
Yeah, we got some goodies.
Yeah, see, Haitian, I have both of them at 550, Thor and Hyperion. I'll still take Thor 9 times out of 10 over Hyperion. Yeah, he is rank 3. Sorry, my name, I'm not sure which one you were talking about. When you were talking about quoting movies with your brother. Oh, I got you. Yeah. I mean, I use a lot of... you got 254-star shards right there for completion. Dormammu's Dominion, Spider-Verse Hero used Dormammu's Dominion. That means you probably haven't picked up any all week. Perfect Series. Yeah, I just pick up everything as it becomes available. Wow. Are you claiming all those?
I'm getting ready to.
Awesome. Finished Web Slinger last night and got a Skill Awakening Gem and Skill Cat. Crazy. It's awesome when that works out. Gonna awaken an R5 my GP. Dude, Haitian, you are rocking it, man.
Nice.
Getting the Skill Cat and the Awakening Gem, and you got Gwenpool out of the arena but didn't dupe her. Dude, that couldn't have worked out better for you. Yeah, no problem, R31. Unstable Man. No, you are wrong. My name gives a thumbs up. Vladimir, R5 unduped Thor 4-star or R3 unduped Venom Pool 5-star. Okay, let's look at this. R5 unduped Thor, no. Or R3 unduped Venom Pool. The answer would be neither.
Just hang on
I
to
wouldn't do either of those situations. Hang on to those resources because Thor unduped is worthless, and Venom Pool is probably not worth rank 3 unless you don't have any better options. But I would wait because who knows, you could pull another cosmic that's better that doesn't need to be duped. Yeah, I wouldn't do either of those. I really wouldn't.
it. Sometimes the best way to level up is not leveling up.
Yep.
You
I
just
wish I had learned that lesson earlier.
you just got to sit and wait, and you're gonna have the right champions show up. But you have to be patient. You got to wait on it. But you will get the champion you're looking for, or someone that's useful. Don't level up just to level up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've got, 9 mutant T4s, and I could certainly take X23 to rank 5, but I'm not because I'm holding out for a 5-star mutant, because that's going to do me more good in the long run.
Yep.
Although I do have 19 basics again, so I should probably... The last time I was at 21, so I went ahead and 440 Beast, which was fine. He's a good 440. He's worth it. And then today, we had tech advancement and we had skill, I think, but I couldn't see anybody in there that I thought was totally worth it.
Ugh, I got so many of these stupid arena things about to go out.
A Bulldog question. Should I duped R5 4-star Gwenpool or R3 unduped BP 5-star? I am thinking Gwenpool because I already have Drax as a bleeder. So rank 5 a 4-star Gwenpool or rank 3 an unduped BP. Yeah, that's an easy choice, man. Do the Gwenpool. Gwenpool is one of the few 4-star champs that is as good as a duped rank 3 of a lot of other champs. She's just a monster when she piles on that bleed. So if I had to choose between R5ing my 4-star Gwenpool who's duped or my unduped BP 5-star, that would be an easy choice all day long and twice on Sunday.
Yep.
And maybe even 3 times on Monday.
Hey, Frojo, are you still there? Or did Frojo have to go? Nope,
I'm here.
He's there. He's hanging out in the building there, it sounds like. I bet he's at the desk.
Frojo is hanging out in the Sidekick Lounge.
Transitioning from the car to the office.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, guys. Well, listen, I'm going to ready to start wrapping this thing up. It is approaching 2 a.m. We dropped under 60 people. I know, yeah, we're at 54, like we dropped massively, but hey, that's going to be my excuse. Guys, listen, I appreciate everybody coming out. Is there anything you guys want to tell the viewers before we get out of here tonight? Again, we got about 5 minutes, so.
Frojo? Okay, Yeah, patience is a virtue. I agree with that. And it's hard to do. I know for me, the leveling up champs and acquiring new champs is what drives me. And it's hard to wait sometimes, but it is better to wait and do the right choices. Because, like I said, I got an R5, Agent Venom. I'd give anything to be able to downrank him and take somebody else up and have those resources back. And you definitely don't want to be in that situation. I mean, you need, as you're advancing, and if you're doing map 5 especially, you need to have a certain number of like 550s and 440s, especially and especially with the arena and everything. But make sure that you're making good choices with that.
Absolutely.
So that's all I got.
By the way, I'll give a quick reminder. Stark assignment coming out in about 5 minutes, according to Jacob Sigler. So,
cool.
Frojo, are you there? We're going to try to give Frojo one more chance here.
What's up?
Anything you want to say to the viewers before we get ready to head out for the night?
Have a good one. We should be getting an update in a day or so, and we'll find out more about Doc Ock and Green Goblin soon. So be looking forward to getting an even better look at those characters. We're going to see the specials. We're going to see what they look like. We're going to see how they move and all that stuff. So it should be fun.
Absolutely. More importantly, guys, we're going to be here as soon as we can to bring that to you guys. So be patient. As soon as it's out, we're going to try to jump on and instantly do a review of them as quickly as possible. Again, I mentioned it earlier, we got a lot of other things coming down the pipeline, so be watching. Keep us in the loop because we do have some good stuff coming. And again, my biggest thing, as always, is I do want to say thank you. We had a great group of individuals coming out tonight and watching the stream. Without you guys, we go nowhere. You guys, you folk, are the one that help us grow. You bring us people, and I can't say thank you enough. I was teasing earlier. We've done a great job of growing here recently, and again, my thanks goes out to all you guys. We're currently sitting at 729. We're pushing to 1,000. Continue to do what you've been doing, and we greatly appreciate it. Tell your friends, your alliance members, put us out in some group chats. Any help that we can get, we're always appreciative of it. And believe me, we don't think we're anything special. We just like to come on, have fun, give you guys something to talk about, and hopefully give you a chance to burn some energy and have a good time. So, again, I do want to say I greatly appreciate it. Q Lion, sorry you're late. You can go back and rewatch it, man. But I do want to say thanks for stopping in and checking in on us. So, again, everybody, I do want to say thank you one more time, and do us a favor, send some people our way because we want you here. My name says goodnight, guys, and Bulldog, if you leave the game, don't leave the channel. If I have to, I'll go tie him down to the chair in his office so he can just commentate only. So we'll figure something out. Again, guys, we appreciate it.
All right, good night, everybody.
R31 saying thank you to Slice. Fantastic stream. Peace out, boys. Frojo, thank you again, and looking forward to chatting again next time.
Sure, no problem.
All right.